So raw dog or condom?
What?
You tell me.
How did we start the show like that?
Bro, I'm asking, do y'all go raw dog usually, or are we wrapping it up?
Wrap it up.
Everybody?
Have y'all seen these statistics, man?
I'm asking because we're in Atlanta.
How is your pH right now?
It's a lot of people that don't want to do that. What do you suggest?
He is married man.
Yeah. I mean,
what is yours?
I'm married. I've been married for I've been in a relationship for 10 years, so I don't really use condoms, but people should use them for sure.
Okay, would you say it feels better when you use one or don't use one?
I mean, I think everybody would say it feels better when you don't use one.
Okay, and that's the end of that topic.
That's so funny. I was actually just talking about this with my wife the other day because we were watching Blue Therapy on Netflix.
Okay.
Blue Therapy.
Is that the show with the therapist?
The British, the British couples and the therapist, the white lady.
Oh, okay.
And the guy got a vasectomy without they're not married, but the guy got a vasectomy because he didn't want to have a fourth child. So he did it without telling her, and it was a huge moment of contention.
They had 3 children together.
They had 3 already, and she wanted a fourth. He didn't.
I think you still got to tell her first, bro.
For sure.
Just GP. You can just go ahead and do it, but it's just like, baby, I don't care what you say.
It made me think about my barber because he had several children as a teenager.
Okay.
He has probably 5 or 6 kids, and it was just a conversation about pull out versus not pulling out, condom versus condom. And he's old school. This guy's over 50 years old. He hell no. I was like, bro, at what point? I asked him, bro, at what point do you just use a condom? He was like, nah, if I gotta use a condom, I'm good.
I was definitely seen that.
I said, whoa,
a lot.
He's like, he don't even want to fuck. I'm like, okay.
Hey man, you be responsible, but also just enjoy yourself.
I said,
enjoy yourself responsibly. Enjoy yourself.
It's those numbers. Under 25, y'all looking real crazy out here.
And now we figured out how Atlanta became Atlanta. Boom. Next.
Atlanta numbers is crazy. I wouldn't want to be.
Houston numbers are right.
Yeah, I was thinking Houston too. Yeah.
Yeah, don't move around in these streets, man. Just stay at home, man.
Wear a life jacket.
Welcome back to the Heaven on Earth Society podcast.
Heaven on Earth, you heard? That was our public service announcement for the week.
For the kids.
Safe sex ed.
Yes.
They gotta bring back sex ed.
Bro, they gotta bring back a lot of different education.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Because when I was young, I was scared to fuck.
I was too. I was like, if I wasn't scared of what they taught, I was scared of my mother. The fear is just not there.
I was bumping Bone Crusher. Never scared.
What age?
Never scared.
That's not.
When did it drop? That's when. Oh, what age did I become fearless?
Yeah.
For the girls?
Yeah.
Young age.
What age?
Young age.
Let us get a
4 years old, 5 years old. I used to go next door. The girl next door to me.
No, I mean, when did you lose your virginity? That's what I'm asking.
This started long before that. I used to go to the girl next door house. She lived with her grandparents.
Oh, God.
Okay.
They were both blind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they could hear really
well. This is a real thing.
They could hear really. I didn't know that at the time.
Your other senses get heightened.
I just knew they couldn't see us with our shirts off. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That was a young age, and from there I progressed in life fearlessly. So, at a certain point, I did have to tap back into God and just get right.
Be pure, righteous.
I'm far from that, but I just had to try to purify, try to cleanse.
Strive for.
You know what I'm saying? Get washed in the blood.
Yes.
Yes. So, Heaven on Earth Society.
Heaven on Earth, you dig? That was story time. Story time. We gotta do story time every week. We gotta do the story time.
Man, let's do a story time this Saturday. This story might connect to my childhood. This Saturday, I was out on the Beltline because I was doing a little market.
Yes.
if you out on the Beltline on 404 day, pop back up. We doing another one. It's
okay.
Yes, sir, ski. And that's the Atlanta Beltline for people who aren't outside of Atlanta who don't know. It's a trail, if you will, that wraps around the entire city of Atlanta like a belt wraps around your waist.
Yep.
There's restaurants, there's
shopping,
there's retail. Yeah, exactly. Vendors, right?
Some nature.
Nature. Yeah, facts. A very, very cool vibe.
Tranquil.
Margaritas.
Ooh.
Margaritas.
Yes.
Beers, breweries.
Festivals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With unlimited mimosas.
Whole lot of shit.
Very tranquil, very peaceful, you know?
Yeah.
This was a project started by a college student, if y'all didn't know.
I
believe
didn't
it was
know.
a Georgia Tech student. This was their college project.
Hey, that's hard.
They didn't make the $1 billion that they deserve, gang. Because this is a $1 billion beltway. This thing, bro. What did you describe it as? Atlanta's beach?
Oh yeah, I saw that on Threads. I won't take credit for it.
Oh yeah, Threads was definitely talking about the Beltline
Atlanta's
this weekend.
beach. Yeah, everybody was talking about that shit.
And the reason why is because everybody was there, man.
Yeah.
And so, man, I want to thank everybody who came out to the market. But look, we're gonna be out there again. Fuck my market, gang. Come to the Beltline, cause look, if you're a single man, you're gonna leave plural, brother.
This is one of the places that we failed to mention when we talked about the top places to for singles.
Oh really?
When we did it, we talked about like Target, the run
one.
clubs. We did a bunch of places but we forgot to mention the Beltline.
Well, I would feel like a run club would be on the Beltline.
Yeah, those go hand in hand. But yeah,
but you don't have to be in the run club to experience this.
This is a fact.
Okay.
You could take a cool.
You could just pull up. It'll fit.
A brisk walk.
Yeah, exactly.
You could
go to Kroger.
Seat. You could take a nice seat right there at any one of the establishments. You're gonna experience great beauty.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Ladies, you looking for a handsome guy with his shirt off, dripping sweat, looking like he's been outside sculpting his body. He's there at the Beltline, gang. I'm telling you.
He is.
Because I be there every day. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
It's all the same pause.
Not about him.
I'm there often. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
It's so funny you said that, right? So I was telling my colleagues how I was out there. You know what I'm saying? So I told a man and a woman this, right? Male and a female colleague. I told the guy, I said, hey, bro. I said, yo, I went to the Beltline this weekend. He looked at me. He was like, I already know.
That's what a man gonna say.
He was like, I already know.
Tell me the rest, bro.
Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
I told my female coworker, I said, man, yo, I went to the Beltline. I was with my family. It was a vibe. We got the kids some ice cream and all that.
They got ice cream on the Beltline.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Jenny's, sponsors.
I was talking about Jenny's too. Yummy.
I told my female colleague I went out there. She said, yo, it's so funny because my homegirl said that if she had a boyfriend, she would not bring him to the Beltline because there's so many beautiful women there.
Yeah.
It's just, it could be overwhelming. If you ain't really seen it.
If you new to this, not true to this, the Beltline could be overwhelming.
Yeah. Because it's getting more and more packed, if we want to be honest. So it's like niggas is making it low-key hot, even by making reels and threads and TikToks.
Oh, bro, y'all don't even know what it's going to look like when FIFA get here.
I saw a whole nother piece that they were building by some park I was at the other day for a festival. And I was like, what is this? They were like, oh, that's a Beltline coming out. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, they're still building onto it. They won't be done with it. I got the plans over there.
Oh yeah, I think I did see the plans.
I got the plans, but they won't be finished with, I believe, till 2028.
Okay.
But the parts that we already know, and then they're planning on building a railway along the Beltline. So we'll see.
So that's hard. I mean, there's economic value as well, not just social value to the city. Those houses, I'm sure, are worth a lot more money now.
The houses right there, they're $2-3 million.
Exactly.
And everything leading into, I'm even just like everything leading to the city that was blank. I've been driving past apartments where apartments have never been.
Mm-hmm.
I've been driving on streets I could have just drove into the city in. Now they've got like stop signs every half mile. I'm like, yes, it's getting bike friendly out here. Tides are changing.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Ooh.
Beltline, you heard?
Look, y'all, here's what I want to know. Obama runs the third term. You voting for him? Or you calling him out for being a Nazi? Which one?
Oh my God.
I mean, if Obama ran for president,
are we calling him out for being a fascist if he runs for a third term? Or are we voting for him?
That's not legal. So
that's what I'm saying. Are we calling him out for being a fascist? Or are we going to vote for him if he runs a third term? It's fascism.
Okay, so hypothetically, hypothetically, if he was to run for president, I'd probably vote for the guy. I like Obama.
So it's not fascism anymore. I'm loving that part.
Fascism.
I'm loving that part.
Donald's gonna love that too.
Look, I don't have no problem with it. But here's the problem with guys running for a third term. Right? We know the history of why they put a cap on it. You know the history, right?
Partially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to separate us from other nations. Like it's in the form of and not establishing a dictatorship here in America, right?
100%.
Got 2 terms to figure it out, impose what you feel is though is best for the country, and then that's it.
That's it, man. You know, we had FDR in there for 4 terms. And at that point, they said, look, we got to put a cap on this game. We got to give everybody an opportunity to transform America through different ideas.
Right.
In order to best perform our system of checks and balances.
Right.
We don't want any dictator, any sort of tyrannical dictator in office for 40, 50 years.
Every time you say tyrannical,
is that true? We don't want that guy in office, man. So, I'm going to be honest, though. If Obama ran a third term, I think people would be with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, people were calling for his wife, Michelle, to run. That she said publicly many times that's never going to happen.
She doesn't want to see a woman in office.
She?
That's what she said, right?
No, she said that
women can't do stuff right. What did she say?
She said that it was already a significant impact on their family. When her husband was president, and just
Oh no, she also said America's not ready for a female president as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so she said that.
I don't think America ever will. No, that's a B. Well, no, I don't want to say ever, but not in my lifetime. I don't see it. I'm 30. I'm 35 years old.
Be more inclusive, bro.
I would love it. I voted for Kamala.
I did.
But I mean, yeah, I knew she wasn't gonna win either. But I still voted for Shawty. I voted for Hillary too.
Decided to sit my booty right here on my chair in my house.
I'm trying to think. I voted that year.
Yeah.
2016 was a crazy year.
I went to sleep.
I almost didn't vote. I ain't gonna cap. But
well, this is all occurring because Obama has made a cryptic post.
Yeah.
Which is promoting something. We don't know what it is.
It's he's opening up a presidential center.
What's that?
So, the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago, which is located in Jackson Park, will officially open to the public on Juneteenth of 2026.
And so is it like a community project where kids go in, they can get guidance, education, things of that nature? More so
will offer public programming, community dialogue, events, and educational activities. And that's noted by the Obama Foundation.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I think this was promo for that.
Okay, dang. Yeah, I thought we were going to get that third term.
He did kind of do it like, man, I still got to deal with this. It was a cool
it was a J. Cole Cameron moment. It was shit for niggas.
It's like, people still like, man, Obama's still my president.
Alrighty. So, Obama, look, bro. You want to talk about the markets?
Well, briefly, right? So just political update, right? Yeah. Since we've been on that, and it's still ongoing. the war in Iran, right?
Okay.
So the president most recently has said, based on the deal that the U.S. has proposed, that Iran has rejected, reportedly, he says they should really consider it soon or face the consequences. I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing.
Said get down or lay down.
Exactly.
All right, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And but prior to that, he did say that there's a ceasefire taking place. We're gonna halt attacks for now.
Yeah.
Give them time to figure it out. Once he made that announcement, we saw oil prices come down below $100 a barrel.
Yeah.
Stocks shot up. So the market responded to that.
Okay.
Moving forward, they then went back down. So there's a lot of volatility that's still taking place,
of course,
and which will continue until this thing is over. We know
because in the volatility, the volatility comes from us, the people.
It comes from the sentiment, yeah, absolutely,
People
which comes
pull their
from
money out,
which comes
put
from the
their money
news.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
when we see Iran say, no, we didn't accept this deal, that shifts markets. When we see the president say they're begging for a deal,
Well, more specifically, it
shifts.
shifts sentiments in investors who either pull money out or put money in.
Facts.
Okay, so again, it's not just the market is moving; it's people are getting antsy and speculating.
Exactly.
And trying to protect their money, especially people who are not familiar with the market and the ebbs and flows and the volatility of certain circumstances and things of that nature. So I just wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's it. So I mean, still currently oil prices are over $100, like I said. So that's gonna leave things where they are currently. There's talks of maybe a recession happening. It's right now. I think it's costing about $1 billion a day. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed.
Honestly, I'll speak for the people like myself. I don't know what to compare that to. That $1 billion a day. I don't know what number typically moves a day, whether that be 100,000 or if it's normally $500 million or $750 million or $1.5 billion. So I don't really have a reference point.
Of reference.
Yeah.
I think people are more so just intrigued by that number or taken aback by it because it's like they feel as though it didn't need to. Yes, it's a big number,
but again, if you're not comparing
like,
it to anything,
they
you just are thinking in your head, "Wow, that's a big number." Oh my God!
But it's also people feel like it wasn't really needed. Still.
How would they know if they have nothing to compare to?
No, saying not needed means that
like this whole,
you shouldn't be comparing
it
to it.
Well, this
nothing.
whole ordeal, well, did we even need to enter this conflict in the first place? And now we're spending $1 billion a day on something that wasn't an imminent threat. Yeah, could have went to homelessness or.
So I'll start by insulting myself. I have literally no idea what is required as a part of our military. I'll just be honest.
Oh, I was
military spending
the
is
military
one of the top
spending is
now I'm gonna be
expenditures yearly.
Look, if you know what the military should do next, raise your hand.
Oh, that's
okay.
I thought
that's
you were
what
asking
I'm
what
going
they
with.
were spending.
I don't really like public sentiment is meaningless to me because it's really mostly public ignorance, right? Like, should we be spending $1 billion a day? That's like my dad asking me when I was 5 years old what company we should go with for our light, gas, and water. I don't know, bro. Make one of them.
Well, they're saying we're spending
Can
about
we turn the lights on, please?
$500,000 per drone we take out.
And again,
but what we do know, though, what we do know is that our country is at a huge deficit in general. Like our national debt.
Do you know what we should do to pull ourselves out of that deficit? Do you know what deficit Zimbabwe is running at? Do you know what deficit London is running at? Again,
no, countries outside of the U.S. No, I'm not in.
Do you know what it takes to run a country? Is basically what I'm asking. Like how much money it would cost, or what actions you would need to do.
Not specific numbers, but if I could compare it to a house, right? we're upside down, right? In terms of our assets and our debts. So this spending, right, which some may deem necessary, some may deem unnecessary, it puts us further into debt.
Okay. Have you ever been in debt at your house?
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. I have a mortgage.
You keep paying your rent at your house? And go further into debt?
Well, I have a mortgage, so I'm paying down the debt.
Okay. So, if you've ever been in debt and kept paying your bills, you're doing what the United States of America is doing.
Right, but that's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable, which is why I think we're trying to cap credit card limits. Which, are you in favor of that, or? I'm gonna catch you at some point. It's gonna be a checkmate at some point.
I'm indifferent. But
what I'm suggesting is, bro, there's so many things to balance, right? And if you've never been in charge of balancing them all at once, the idea that you can stand in judgment of how things are flowing is not one that many people will take seriously.
Yeah, well, one of the senators just actually talked about that. I don't even know the guy's name. He said it was $2 billion a year, so I wasn't even aware of that until I heard him say that.
What's $2 billion a year?
This $2 billion daily. My apologies.
$2 billion.
Yeah, the senator was just speaking
about that.
So
the senator is saying big numbers to scare little people, right? Do we know?
Or he deeply feels, though, based on his level of expertise as a senator, that it's...
Why didn't he say we normally spend this much money per day?
Context does matter. Context does matter, so yeah.
So did he really inform us, or did he frighten us?
That was most likely to evoke
What I'm suggesting over and over again is either you're being informed or you're being motivated emotionally. And a lot of what I'm hearing is emotional motivation. So to get into the thing we were talking about in DMs, the 5 minutes before. Everything else on that sheet is A-okay except for that one statement, 5 minutes before.
Okay. So wait, everything's okay, meaning like the trade, the tweets,
everything else looks fairly regular.
No, actually it doesn't look regular. Okay, so what we're talking about for the listeners, right, and the people watching is the oil trades that
happened 5 minutes before
the president's tweets, right?
Yeah.
So that was way above normal trading activity, right? So like
because it happened 5 minutes before.
Yeah, but the amount of contracts. Well, no, just typical trading activity or levels. I think it's those contracts trade. It was like 6,200 contracts.
Totaling like a $1.5 billion.
I thought it was a $580 million trade.
Whatever the case is.
Yeah. Oh well, the proceeds of that might have been that, but it was a $580 million trade, 6,200 contracts as opposed to normal trading activity, which is around 700.
Breaking just 5 minutes before, and this doesn't have there's no logo for us to know who furnished this information. But breaking, just 5 minutes before Trump's announcement to halt the attacks on Iran, massive trades reportedly hit the market. Okay? In one move, $1.5 billion in S&P 500 futures was bought, while $192 million in oil futures was sold. All right? These orders were 4 to 6 times larger than anything else at the time. Not ever in history, but at the time. Anything that was happening at that moment, these were 4 to 6 times larger than that, at that very moment. Breaking, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are offering hedge funds clients ways to short the $1.8 trillion private credit market per BBG. Apollo has capped withdrawals at one of its private credit funds for total retail investors per Bloomberg. Gold has officially entered a bear market. Oil down 9% in minutes. Iran denies everything. Oil crashes anyway. So what is the sinister? Outside of the 5 minutes, what else seems irregular?
Well, no, that is it, right? Because
it's simply the 5 minutes. So if it didn't happen within 5 minutes,
yeah. So with it happening within 5 minutes of the tweet, obviously that's gonna raise suspicion for the amount of, because that is, you either have a crystal ball. Okay. Or you have inside information to make that level of, to make a $500 million deal at that time.
Or for 3 weeks, the same guy has been saying we're leaving in 14 days. Or that's happened, which it has. Do you not recall him saying consistently and being criticized for saying this is going to be a short war, we're going to be leaving in about 14 days? You recall this?
Yes.
Okay. And so the oil prices shooting up are related to us pulling out of Iran.
The oil price is shooting up.
Or these moves are related to speculation related to us leaving Iran, right?
So, yes. So the oil price is coming down as it was the response of the tweets. Am I following?
What I'm saying is the guy was telling us for 2 weeks we're leaving, right? The speculation was based off us leaving Iran. People who put their money in order to capitalize off the insider information, they put the money there because apparently what they knew is that we were leaving Iran.
Yeah, but so you see, okay, so you're saying there's no connection whatsoever.
What I'm saying is
to the tweet and to the trades minutes before. It's just happenstance, coincidental.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that for 2 weeks, the guy was saying the same thing that the tweet said. We're leaving.
That we don't know to actually be true. They were just said.
But then it happened. So
no. What happened?
We're pulling out of Iran.
Are we? Or are we deploying troops?
I'm confused. I'm very confused.
No, because so we're pulling out of Iran. So you're saying the war is over, the conflict is over, the military operation is over.
Not what I've seen.
What I'm saying is that's what this speculation is based upon. What did the tweet say, bro?
All right.
And we're doing all of this to prove that Donald Trump is a sinister character, right? A bad actor.
No. This is just an overview of how markets have responded to the conflict most recently, and then just alleged reports of insider trading. Not by him in particular, but because we don't know who made these trades. There has been suspicion raised on these trades.
The accusation is that he's doing insider trading, or is there any other accusation
that there is
insider trading taking place and alleged market manipulation through tweets and
okay, so who is to blame for this, bro? Like, just let's get off the fence real quick.
Who's to blame?
Yeah, just say the words that you're wanting to say. Like, I don't understand the nuance and what are you wanting people to take away?
What I want people
insider trading occurs, or that Donald Trump is doing insider trading.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I'll never say that he's doing insider trading because I don't know that to be accurate or true.
So what are we reporting?
We're reporting what has just taken place most recently. I mean, the message. I think you're asking what the message is behind the reports.
What's the most simple-minded individual that watches us? What is the message you want them to take away from this, so that they don't have to parse through what we just did back and forth? This is the message. Insider trading occurs, or Donald Trump is a bad fake actor on behalf of the American people, or the war is causing.
What my takeaway is, what I want people to take away is this: what's happening currently is things that are these things are unprecedented. So I would encourage everybody to be really fiscally responsible at this particular time based on how volatile markets are. So make sure that you have cash reserves, which we just talked about last week, 3 to 6 months of emergency savings. If you are invested, have a diversified portfolio. Just to really bring awareness really to what's happening and how
if there is insider trading, what should a person do to protect themselves? He's insider trading. He's going to do it again tomorrow. What should a person do to protect themselves from that? Should they pull out their money out of the stock market? Should they put in a specific type of vehicle? Or is there anything that can be done?
Yeah, so you can mitigate risk right? You can hedge your portfolio, with different assets.
Diversify.
Yeah, bonds, gold, cash. The dollar often strengthens during these types of times. So just kind of be aware of that it's all a game, right? And everybody's
there we go.
Yeah, everybody's playing a game, and you just want to be on the right side of the equation.
I want to always get to the point in where we say, okay, those people are bad. Cool. What do we do to overcome the badness? And I think you just told us.
Solution oriented.
So we got to diversify. We got to have cash reserves on hand with 3 to 6 months.
Yes.
And we got to be watching the market. We got to be watching the movements, and we have to start to understand how to speculate well. So critical thinking is key.
For sure.
All right, man. So it's written right here: ceasefire in Iran? Question mark. Okay.
Yeah, because it was said that's when the markets went up, but it was then right after that, niggas was nah, we ain't. No, we ain't. There is no direct negotiations with the Iranians, or saying. But
all right, look, bro. Mero goes in on DJ Akademiks. Did you see that?
I saw Mero's side. I didn't see Ak's side.
I think Ak's side happened over the weekend. It was just regular. Okay, so how should we start this off? DJ Akademiks versus Mero.
Mero, the kid Mero.
I'm deeply disappointed that we ain't canceled Lil Baby after he. Bro,
that's funny. That's funny that you said that.
I'm so angry.
I thought about you, bro. Literally just
pause.
Cam
told
me
pause. You can't say that.
No, he said but
I was thinking about you.
No, he said you can't. I shouldn't be on your mind that much.
Yeah.
But nah. So I thought about you because you was like, dang, this Lil Baby, and I was like, I told this nigga nobody's gonna care about this.
I guess we just don't hold men accountable anymore to be men, the man that they say they are. It's unfortunate. It's pathetic even. But hey.
Oh, we got that on camera.
Hey.
All right. So how?
Oh, you just never hear me criticize me. You gotta start watching. You gotta tap in, bro. I be on niggas' ass. You left it last time I was criticizing me. You don't remember that?
Did I leave?
These niggas acting like hoes. I was showing y'all the
You were showing us.
Oh.
Some bitch-like behavior.
Yeah,
that was a good conversation,
bro. I'm a hater of all sorts.
Bitch-assness.
The hate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so DJ Akademiks. I don't know who started where. If Akademiks started going in on Mero. I came in on this over the weekend. I saw Akademiks going in on Mero. And he wasn't really going in. What I heard him say was basically the ratings are down. Nobody watches the show anymore.
Hot 97?
Hot 97 got to do something different. It was disrespectful in the fact that he said, as soon as your contract is up, they're going to replace you.
Mm.
So this is what I'll start. I'm going to just check the temperature. Have you watched Hot 97 since Mero got there?
Well, I wasn't watching it before he was there. So, no.
The answer is no. You haven't. I've checked it out a couple of times. It's not my cup of tea. Don't enjoy it. It's not entertaining.
Did he say that he was a DEI hire?
He did say that. I believe he said that as a response to Mero responding to him.
Oh, so I think so he didn't pop out with that.
It wasn't that egregious initially. It was more so a critique.
He was okay. So
it was really a critique.
was reporting
basically
on what I'm saying, High 97, the state of it.
And the dog hollered.
And I will be really he was saying Mero's name. So this wasn't hit.
Well, they had smoke before.
And they've apparently had smoke back in the day.
They had smoke before.
Mero added information that he made Act cry at some point.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I low-key remember that.
So I don't remember that, but if that is the case, good on you, Mero. Make that man cry that one time.
Look, I forgot about that.
I watched the show, the Hot 97, the new episodes. I'm enjoying Ebro, Lauren Rosenberg much more as a platform to take information on a daily basis. I've always enjoyed The Breakfast Club. The Mero edition of Hot 97, it's a little calm. It's a little regular. There's really nothing to tune in for.
Is it just who is it? It's Mero and who else?
I don't know, bro.
Damn.
It seemed like, I think the guy from 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, Kaz, I think he comes up there sometimes. I remember a female being there, and I think there was another person of note as well.
Okay.
And I'm being very honest when I say it's a very bland program.
I like Mero on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
I don't.
I liked him on the Jesus and Mero show, which was on Showtime.
Not me.
And then I liked them on Vice too before they went to Showtime. So I like I like Mero as a personality. I think he's a funny guy. He's like a writer. He's a producer as well. He's a cool guy.
Is he more of a New York flavor?
Yeah, for sure.
I think
that's the whole brand, like Bodega Boys.
Yeah, it's
Bronx
not really
niggas, like
Southern niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
it has never hit for me. The humor is, it's probably Bodega Boy humor, like some shit that's funny at the bodega type shit.
Yeah.
I can't see it be a wide-reaching, popular program outside of the marketing dollars they put behind it. But even then, I don't see great numbers for it. I don't see them having conversations with people. Maybe that's to come. Maybe getting guests and stuff is to come. I don't see them breaking news.
Being a prominent staple in the media space.
No, I don't see that. And so I don't feel like Ack was hating. I feel like he was being honest, calling a spade, so to speak. And Mero popped out and responded, man.
Mero said, "You wanna be me."
He said that got you putting food in your fat mouth or something.
Yo.
He said it's one time only, because like I said, I'm a father of 4. But there's a lot of sons out there that are not mine. I don't claim you. You're not on my taxes. You're not a dependent, bro. But you depend on me to survive.
Does DJ Akademiks depend on Mero to survive? Or is there any legitimacy to that claim?
You know, sometimes niggas just gotta say shit so that they can make themselves believe it.
That's why I'm fact checking this, because I'm seeing if there's anything believable in here.
If you don't say my name out your stupid fat mouth, you got no motion. You are net negative.
No motion.
No motion is cap.
No motion's crazy.
No motion.
DJ Akademiks has more motion than Mero.
Way like triple the motion.
Okay, that's weird.
Like you are net negative to society, gang. You know what's the saddest thing in the world? Singing.
Is he a net negative to society?
I mean, I don't know about that. There's arguments that he is a net negative to hip hop culture. There's an argument there.
There's a real argument there. So I'll give you that one, Mero.
Mother's basement, getting drunk.
This DJ Akademiks still trying to get this
one
off, bro.
That narrative is crazy. That narrative of him in the basement will never go away. Like, cause people really want to believe that he's just on a computer in the basement.
But I think he just gives the mother in the basement energy. So, like, it's still accurate. You feel me?
But I'm not like at a point where we all know a nigga was sitting in his mother's basement at one point.
Yeah.
And now he's built out the complex.
Yeah, no.
Where does the respect come
in? He's a multi-millionaire at this point.
That may be a respect, but
too. He didn't work for the top marketer in the industry and still doesn't have a name. That's what I'm at with.
I mean, that's beautiful, but we've already established in comments and everywhere else that money, being self-made, things like that do not stop a character flaw.
That's true.
So I think in the basement, nigga is what kind of nigga he is.
All right. Oh, man.
Of alcohol that she probably bought at Costco and talking crazy about any and anybody
he's milking it.
who matters more than you. Guess what, fam? Everything I've ever done in my entire career has been culturally relevant. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm going to stop here, Mero, because I just don't agree.
Nah.
We can't
do that.
He went on to bring up the fact that he interviewed Barack Obama.
He did interview Obama. That's legendary. That's legend. I mean, no, that's great. From where them niggas came from, him and Jesus.
You mean their mother's basement game?
Yeah.
That's legendary.
No, they was at the bodega. They had yeah.
Is that better than
yeah.
They got discount liquor at the bodega too.
Yeah. So we had a whole DJ Akademiks conversation. Yeah, we don't have to have it now, but if we're gonna be real here, I mean, Ack is, whether you hate him or you love him,
gotta respect
the nigga is super up, and he's the number one voice in hip hop media.
That's a
that
fact.
Everybody, rappers, journalists, podcasters, fans, they all tune into him for the scoop, for the news, breaking news, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro.
And Mero, I fuck with you, Mero, like, so I don't got nothing negative to say. You gotta pop your shit how you wanna pop it, but
that was cap.
Yeah, a lot of that was cap.
That was full cap, Mero. Good luck with the show. I don't enjoy it. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. Constructive criticism. You're not breaking news right now. Break some. You're not doing nothing entertaining. Do some. You're not doing nothing innovative, gang. Get creative. Yeah. And it might serve people in New York.
Denzel Washington or something.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
That's his too.
Good interviews though. He's a good interview.
Hey man, it's a New York thing. Yo, shout out to Ack. Yo, little baby, you on the clock, gang. Like that's I don't.
Listen, man, you a boss, man. You don't got time to respond to those peons.
Like Quincy Jones sells his estate.
Oh yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, bro. There's not money. I mean, you wrote there's money in music. I just saw this conversation.
Just to kind of so to dispel that notion, we talked about the Weeknd obtaining selling a portion of his catalog or licensing or out there, debt financing.
Yeah.
This is another example of there is money in music, right? Because Quincy Jones' catalog was just acquired by Harborview Equity Partners.
Yeah.
Their CEO is a black woman. I believe her name is Sharice Clark. She has a lot of history in investment banking and in music. And so they worked along with the Quincy Jones family and estate to come to an agreement that preserves his legacy, that isn't going to involve AI in any capacity. And so this part of his catalog includes the Fresh Prince theme song, his musical works with Michael Jackson and Thriller, shit like that.
Michael Jackson on
that. Quincy Jones has equity in that.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I would actually be interested to know more about that, how they split that up. But look, there is money in music. Is there money in making new music? I wouldn't say there's money in making new music.
So you don't think now, like, musicians can build a catalog that will become a valuable asset that they could sell later on?
Not a large catalog, no.
Damn.
I think that at this point, I just watched an interview with Mark Cuban speaking on why music is one of the
worst businesses to invest in.
Yeah, and the thing is, they actually spoke on this. So if you're gonna buy catalogs, you're not in the music business.
You're just looking for
a product,
ROI.
Yeah, you just bought an asset which is already monetized, and you don't have to do marketing. You don't have to do
steady income flow.
Yeah, so that's a completely different thing. What's going on with Quincy Jones and buying all these catalogs? When most people talk about the music business, they talk about creating and producing artists. And so, at this point, the idea that there's going to be an artist who has a Kanye West run, a Drake run, a J. Cole run, a 10-year run, a 5-year run, I think that's going to be extremely...
Oh, twin, is this not recording?
I don't know. Oh, not God.
I don't see the timer at the top. Usually I would see the timer at the top.
It's not recording. Oh, it's not recording. That's one thing that we gotta be looking at.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, this is not the first time that's happened.
That's one thing I'm doing in all time. What are we on, dog?
Quincy Jones' catalog sale. You mentioned that moving forward, it's not likely that artists will be able to build a catalog that they'll be able to sell and monetize at this magnitude in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much more to say about that. Building an artist is going to be different than monetizing the catalog. Moving forward, artists are probably going to not have as long of a runway to kind of
to build up the value of it.
To build up the value of a catalog. So
and that kind of goes in hand with what artists have been saying most recently, like, do fans even value the art, right? Because, I mean, a lot of what the value that comes from art is based on the consumer, like, in perceived value, and then the value that the label then generates or creates from the art. And so, I mean, we got artists like T-Pain, Wiz, Nelly. These are some of the catalogs that Harper View Equity Partners have acquired. And so, yeah, man, that's just business news moving forward. Like, you can they're purchasing catalogs, private equity firms, pension plans. They're investing into music catalogs as almost like a bond asset, where they know this because of the money that the catalog generates is a steady flow of income.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, oh, okay. Instead of investing in stocks, which is kind of risky, like, let me just invest into a catalog of music. And then, they securitize that, and then they just turn it into something that you could just
I feel
purchase.
like you were talking about the value
where's
of it.
that helmet at? Give me that helmet inside.
And I was talking about what?
The value of the stock, like when you're saying the value of music and like with the consumer, I feel like over time it's going to deplete. Like a stock could change, or the value is going to go down because people don't care about art anymore.
Yeah.
Especially those kind of artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spotify is making it so that people don't connect to artists any longer. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but you don't have a superstar from the past 5 years. You just don't have one.
Yeah, we had that conversation here as well. So
yeah, so it's not. I mean, we see the hallmarks. I think a lot of the times because they're not very personal to us. Like, you're not trying to be a superstar. You probably don't notice. Like, oh, I don't make connections with artists in the same way as I used to. Probably comes across to the average consumer as though, I just don't like this as much. I'm not getting what I would like to get out of this. More of a personalization of it as opposed to seeing like how it shapes the world. But at this point, artists are not developing long-lasting relationships with bases of fans.
Yeah, even Lizzo talked about that publicly, and she's I would say it's a superstar.
Yeah, and what she was trying to communicate is that's not going to be viable moving forward.
Yeah.
The idea that they're like wealth situating itself in entertainment moving forward is probably very unlikely.
Yeah.
Famous actors, rich actors, I mean, there'll be a few here and there, but it'll just be like anything else, any other industry. If you've worked your way up, you've done your business deals correctly,
yeah,
you have the grace of God behind you. But other than that, there's not going to be a bunch of Michaels, Whitneys, Mariahs. It's just going to be the songs.
That's so disheartening, man.
Yeah.
For me.
I think it's
me.
Oh.
You say you think it's good? I don't. Because I connect to artists.
I think it's good because I feel like for a while there has been this run to be famous or popular, this person that's on the levels that we idolize,
That's
but
true.
they're not necessarily doing anything. Whereas, even because when we were talking about that, it made me think of like a doctor. Like doctors, we always said is this big thing, but some of them don't make as much money as some artists or
Exactly.
what have you. But the work itself is important. that's not going to change in any realm, whether they're getting paid a whole bunch of money or if they're making the money that they make. It's needed.
So yeah, the mental reset is needed. We do need people who want to do these things as opposed to want the outcomes of these things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really fuck with the fact that Lil Baby's a rapper. That nigga doesn't want to be a rapper. That nigga wants to be rich. Just straight up. Like, a lot of niggas ain't trying to be what they are. A lot of basketball players at this point just want the bag. And
that's a fact.
You can really see that shit.
That's a fact.
It's like niggas don't want to push themselves to the limit and be better than their competition.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas just want a bag.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that, because we're going to talk about that with this whole J. Cole thing in a minute. Well,
hey, yeah, please. So yeah, I think that's sufficient for the Q conversation. Look, man, R.I.P. Quincy, man.
Yeah,
legend.
If you haven't seen Quincy on Netflix, which is a documentary about his life, it's incredible.
Okay.
Most of the time these days when I think about Quincy, I think of heaven. And I wish they would send him back to us.
Yeah. But
unfortunately these days we only get Epsteins, Donalds, and Adolphs. So look, gang. I don't know. This segment isn't really about that song, right?
Okay.
This segment for me is more so about the fact that his fucking representative blocked me on Instagram, and then I come to find out that he's been doing the same thing with others. A lot of people blocking a lot of people.
Tell people who you talking about.
Man, you don't know who Heaven Sent?
I mean, it's probably a lot of people who never heard that song in their life.
They never will. LaRussell.
LaRussell.
Yeah, I don't know.
Made a song called Heaven Sent most recently.
Man.
Has where he named several historical figures, including Malcolm X, Kanye West, Martin Luther King, Donald Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein. Essentially, saying in the lyrics that all of these people are heaven sent because everybody that's born is a gift from God. The controversy ensued. People were outraged. He stood 10 toes on it, and now he's deleted all social media since.
I did see his interview with, what's the girl from
Gina.
The Breakfast Club? No, it wasn't Breakfast Club.
Lauren Rose?
No.
It wasn't Breakfast
Gina
Club.
Views.
It was her?
Yeah, that was on, Gina Views. What were your thoughts?
It just seemed very delusional, and then I was thinking, like, maybe he's going to come out like Kanye and say, like, oh, I'm manic or something.
I just don't even like comparing people to Kanye.
I know, but
like
he's just a big name, so I was saying I'm manic. So when I'm saying like Kanye, not saying he is similar to Kanye, just felt like he was going to come out and say that.
He would pull a.
Yes, pull a Kanye and just come and say, oh, not saying that Kanye is not any of the things that he said.
You don't play about
I want to see Kanye versus LaRussell. I want to see what that looks like.
What? Why? That's not even a thing. There's no Kanye versus nobody.
So,
this is ridiculous.
Kanye versus no ID? Is that what you said?
I just don't feel like anybody can versus.
We already talked about that. Look, let's get into the definition of heaven sent. Because I really don't understand why nobody just simply asked him.
Literally made a whole song about
heaven. It. And we used to call that shit Heaven Sent. The song is called, the song is Heaven Sent. Sent from heaven.
We should say
Sent from heaven.
Shout out to Huncho and Keisha, man. Look. Heaven sent is an adjective describing something extremely fortunate, opportune, or timely, as if it were a gift or intervention from God.
Okay.
God made, which is you can say that because that's not a word that people use. It doesn't have a definition. So you want to say like God made or something like that. That's what LaRussell meant, right?
Well, you just said something that's sent a gift from God, right? Is that what you just said?
Something extremely fortunate.
Something extremely fortunate.
Opportune. Or timely. As if it was a gift or intervention from God.
As if it was a gift or intervention from God.
So the intervention
So a bullet in Adolf Hitler's head would have been heaven sent for the Jewish people of Auschwitz.
Based on that definition, yeah. And so, but it
which is what we base words off of.
Right.
Definitions.
So LaRussell's theory is that children are gifts from God. Children are opportune. Children are timely. What was the first verb, adjective?
So, fortunate, extremely fortunate.
Fortunate. Children are a gift from God, a blessing to the world.
Facts.
And these individuals, although in the world they done perceivably evil things, originally they're a gift from God and a child of God. That's hence sent from heaven.
Hence, heaven sent.
Heaven sent, correct.
Incorrect.
Do you disagree?
Hence incorrect, nigga. So yeah, if he said sent from heaven, that still would have been problematic, because these meanings are tied to sentiments as well.
Yes.
So, was Hitler sent from heaven? Or we on first name basis with him, Adolf. Was Adolf sent from heaven?
We might get X'd out of here.
I'm just
I feel like Adolf was sent from heaven, like the person we often compare to him these days is sent from heaven. Maybe not in the way that you would want, but in the way that you needed.
Okay, so let me go ahead and
What's
get
the difference from sent from heaven and heaven sent?
Sent from heaven and heaven sent, there pretty much is zero difference, and neither one of them applies to Hitler. Yeah. They're pretty similar, but neither one of them applies to
Trump?
Hitler. The only difference is sent from heaven doesn't have a definition.
Right.
That's actually words that you string together.
It's a phrase, yeah.
And you imply the definition from the words. Heaven sent has a definition. It's not words you string together and imply a definition. It's defined. So that's what LaRussell's issue is. He's not deep or conscious. He's like trying to be that because he said those statements about Lil Wayne.
Oh, so you think he's like
which he apologized for in a way.
So this is like, look, bro.
Yeah, he kind of walked those back after the backlash.
Here's what LaRussell. This is to me what LaRussell thought he implied, though he did not. He thinks he implied that humanity is imperfect, and we as fellow humans should be slow to judge others as we are made imperfect by the same creator. That's what he thinks he implied. However, here's my issue with that message. This message is unnecessary and not profound as we learned it at Sunday school and pre-K. We didn't need that message from you, bruh, because it's so childish and simple that we all know that we're humans, that were made by the same creator, and we shouldn't judge. Right? Didn't Granny teach us that? Okay. The message that he should want to imply, along with that, is that the judgment we cast upon others is limited and short-sighted through our own human imperfection. And it's our own imperfection which causes us to be inaccurate as we do perform judgment of others. Let go and let God handle all things above. Drake did that song as an artist much better than you did, LaRussell.
What was the song?
Jungle.
Okay, I like that record.
It's a great song, and nobody was upset with him.
I ain't get that from that song, but go ahead.
That's the first lyrics of these days I'm letting God handle all things above me.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rest of the song breaks that down for us. All right? So, this is the message. Let go and let God handle all things above. Let go of fear. Let go of speculation, right? Let go of the fear of Epstein. Let go of the speculation of knowing what he was doing inside of that room, right? That's a great message. Focus on God within self. We should each focus on self-improvement as we move through a period of uncertainty at this point in history as the world changes through technology and our morals change along with it. So if that was his message, I would say, wow, LaRussell, you are very deep. But then I would say, I didn't get it from the song, though. But I'm glad you explained it to us all now that we were so confused. But this is unfortunately what I got from LaRussell. You niggas is stupid, and you're not on my level.
Well, he said that's what the people around him said, right? They said you don't have anyone around.
You got another person? If I'm really tripping,
yeah. What did that person have to say about this?
These niggas stupid. If I'm really tripping, yeah.
What did?
No regrets at all.
None.
Do you think you've said anything wrong?
No.
Is there somebody in your life that will hit you and call and like be like, "Hey, you tripping?"
The engineer.
Well, no, I'm talking about.
If I'm really tripping, yeah.
What did that person have to say about this?
These niggas stupid.
These niggas stupid.
Yep.
You got another person?
It's fake out.
Around you. Wasn't that the question when he said that?
No, he originally said, you niggas is stupid. I'm not chasing.
Yeah, so from the interview,
you talking about
DJ they asked him, does he have anyone around him that will tell him like he's bugging? He said yes. He said, well, what did that person say? And he said, these niggas is stupid.
Yeah, so I felt like his guidance around him was not good.
Well, the engineer told him not to drop the record.
Yeah.
He called him on the phone directly, said, bro, don't do
His engineer told him, and he started his backyard performance saying, my engineer told me not to put this out. And I said, thanks for the advice. I'm about to drop
put this out.
Oh yeah, everything's a joke.
Please stop. So
nigga, are you my 40,000-year-old uncle, nigga? What is up with your laugh?
It's so horrible. Oh, I listened to one song where he tried to recreate Wiz Khalifa's laugh. I was like, please stop.
So that was you gave us the breakdown of how it would have translated and landed better
if he was actually the person he claims to be.
All right. What he then said is, God created us all, so we all heaven sent. God created us all. We are all a gift, heaven sent. God gave us free will. Some of us took that free will and changed the world. MLK, Malcolm. Some of us took that free will and destroyed the world. Donald, Epstein, Adolf.
LaRussell.
How are you using your life? What have you done to make the world a better place? Have you done more than just... I corrected
a nigga on the definition of the word heaven sent and informed and educated him.
Have you done more than just judge someone on social media and post negativity?
Is that a judgment to tell them the definition of a word that they're using is incorrect? Is that judgment for real?
No.
Like, so, bro, I don't even want to hear the rest of the bullshit, bro, because it's clearly grandstanding nonsense. Hey, I'm very smart. I'm very deep. You're not on my level. That's the reason why you don't agree with me. I'm not going to acknowledge anything you're saying or the truth of it in order to keep my own position.
So
that's what he's doing.
So
and he's blocking people on the internet in order to do so.
The interview was interesting. The interview was interesting. The Gina views DJ had the interview. Because every question that they asked him and every opportunity that they gave him to take some accountability,
just acknowledge what people are saying.
Yeah, like he was like, no.
It was giving.
This is my art. No. I was like, damn, bro, like. You can't see anything outside of your own perspective. And it really just made it to where they couldn't have a conversation.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That's what I was noticing. It was like, okay, you were just being closed off, so why are you even here? What are we even talking about?
You could tell it was at the point where Gina was like, okay, I don't really want to keep doing this, bro. I'm kind of
because she was like, yeah, well...
Can you see anything that I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a fan of music, and I just think as a rapper, you just didn't deliver it well because it didn't come across the way that you just articulated.
And he was like,
yeah, that was
hard. Because I'm going to do the same thing. So this is money and women going to change you. Don't let them trick you. I know it sounds simple, but even the devil's an angel. Even bad bitches see angles. That's a bar that I said. Money and women gonna change you. Don't let them trick you. I know it sounds simple, but even the devil's an angel. That's just about perception.
That's a way more witty way to deliver that sentiment Like, yeah.
How are you looking at things?
She used the Fab
bar where he said the same thing.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
oh shit, I'm like, yeah, gang.
The devil's A like was fly like so.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, like it wasn't delivered well, and he was like, okay, well maybe somebody else could have delivered it, but it's my art, and it was kind of like.
And so the interesting thing to me is I see through watching him, I see the issue that people have with Kanye West. Because Kanye has responded similarly. He responded that way when Charlamagne called him out for Yeezus. And when he got called out for 808s and Heartbreak. The difference is the work. The work is extremely good, bro. Nobody knows your work, LaRussell, and you really have to acknowledge that, bro. I'm not trying to make fun of this dude. Bro, nobody knows your music, bro. So you talking about your art and how deep your art is, nobody knows it. We don't respect you for it yet.
That is true. They know more of the movement.
People
with
respect
him,
him
they
for the
were
movement.
looking more in the movement. I think that's what went more viral, not his music.
Yeah, I think he's keenly aware of that because I saw an interview
And why does he keep talking about the music?
somebody asked him about that. Hey, what's more important to you? And he was like, I'm okay with if you're just a fan of the movement because I don't just make music. I make other. I actually sent it to y'all. He was like, I sell books, I sell merch, like I have other things that I have, like other products. So if you just here for the movement, that's cool. I fuck with that too.
Okay, so stop doing all of the rest of this stuff that makes it seem extremely clear that you're not just okay with that. You don't care about Billboard records if you sell the books and the audio and the t-shirts. You don't care about this conversation. All right, bro. Let's try to actually get this better. Okay, cool. And so that's been my whole thing since 2-3 weeks ago, since he signed with this guy. And all of this is happening since he signed with this guy, which is really weird.
Why you say this guy? Like
this guy.
Oh,
I don't really call him the same thing. I'm not calling him that nigga that no more. Fuck that.
Okay.
That's finished. I'm
done. Okay.
I just after a certain point, you're not grandfathered into everything from grandfather. Like you're not grandfathered into everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that though.
So LaRussell.
So he been signed to Hove, and all of the weird shit started happening after he was signed. Bro.
Immediately,
bro. So either this is like antics to get more attention. Which again, I don't like that. I'm just tired of everything being an antic, especially a guy who was selling sincerity previously. Like now you're selling antics. He's deactivated all his social media accounts, right? Yeah,
he's off the grid. Prior to doing so, he said, "This is my final statement on this bullshit. The selective outrage and fake righteousness is a joke. It's always us, meaning black people. Y'all been complicit in supporting serial killers, murderers, drug dealers, pimps, and niggas destroying their community for years. But me saying God made me, and he also made these sick bleeps, is where the line is drawn. Cut it out."
No, bro. The line was drawn when you said he made Hitler and then he made you too. Like, meaning me.
Don't but did God did not make everybody?
God did make everybody, and I already went through that, bro. Okay. That's extremely childish to think that that's profound. All people are humans. Facts. Hitler was a human. You didn't break anything down.
That came from God. And then
but where do humans come from besides God? If you believe in God, where do they come from?
If you believe in God, where do they come from?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he created your spirit. He knew you before you were here. He blessed your mom and dad with you.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing. I'm just needing you to say the thing that we agree about, bro. Where do humans come from?
Like sex?
God, nigga.
Oh, wait.
I'm really off.
My bad. I thought this was a trick question.
It's not a trick question. Everybody always think I'm asking them a trick question to trick them out of their information and knowledge. But look, no, bro. The idea, does your daughter know that all people are made from God?
Yeah. My oldest one does.
Okay, so she's 7 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, you don't need to break it down to your rap fans that Hitler is a human. That's not necessary. And if he said anything more profound than that in the song, we can keep the back and forth going. Do you remember a more profound thing that he was sharing with us over the soft pianos?
Nah.
Me neither. Do you know of a place where you would listen to this song and like...
Nah.
tap back into it. That's
It
what
didn't even feel like a song.
It didn't feel like a
he
song.
was just talking.
This nigga literally chose to say his ad libs that he made on the song, and that's what caused all this hubbub. You could have just left the ad libs off, bro. So you did this on purpose. So for me, it's just like, dude.
And somebody approved it. You have people approving shit now, right?
No, the nigga didn't approve. He said, bro, don't put this out.
Yeah.
The team literally said, don't put this out. They kept, I don't know. But
so now he's off the grid.
He's off the grid. He's deactivated his social media. He's blocking people on social media. He makes all of his money through social media, all of his promotions. And so I'm going to just end where I started at 3 weeks ago. Doesn't seem like this is working out. Doesn't seem like any of this was a smart move. Make better music.
Sometimes you try to take a swing and you miss. Like you probably in your mind think like, oh, this is gonna land the way that
it's gonna be heal the world.
Like niggas is gonna understand like the positivity that I'm trying to put out and the self-reflection of like we all are born inherently good, but then through the world we do evil acts because we got free will and we're human. We're always gonna fall short of the glory.
Do either one of you think that I wouldn't make those same statements LaRussell made?
You would say something like that.
I would say exactly what that nigga said. I would have no problem saying that shit. Even Hitler was heaven sent. The reason why I haven't put in any of the thousands of songs I made is because it's not profound. I wouldn't have a problem being judged behind saying it, though. What you have to do, though, at that point is also not having a problem saying, oh, okay, I was tripping, my bad.
Which he said ironically, he said, I don't have a problem doing that, but he clearly has a problem doing that in this instance.
Problem.
Doing lots of things that he said he does not have problems
with. You talking about the video you sent us, and my response was, I forgot what it was, but my response was going to be, sometimes you meet a beautiful girl, she seems like a great person, you say, hey, I don't want to date right now. 6 months later, she's saying, why ain't we never dating? Because you said it was cool that way. You told me that out of your mouth. You were cool with something you weren't cool with. That sounds like LaRussell.
Well,
doesn't know himself well.
Yeah,
Oh, but I do have to hit on this. Tita, Shorty blocked my Instagram. I don't Tita, Tina, whatever the fuck Shorty name is. Shorty blocked my Instagram moments after I said, I wish I remember my exact statement, but this is questionable.
This is questionable. You got blocked.
Got blocked.
Damn, bro. Unblocked the homie. Like,
don't unblock me, gang. I don't follow the content nor listen to the music. Instagram brought it to me.
But it's like you gotta allow space for discourse, right? And
you do.
And you gotta allow space for people.
Unless you're a phony and a fake, selling bullshit.
Especially like your fans who you claim to love and deeply appreciate, and who have supported you and spent thousands of dollars on your music and movement. And
let me say that. The one person I spent any money for a ticket on in the past year is LaRussell.
It's ironically.
Go fuck yourself, LaRussell. And Tita, who was sitting on the stage. I put y'all in the YouTube video and tried to spread the word about you guys. So, thanks for being you.
Yeah, man.
But I don't see it going too much further, gang.
Sometimes trying to just not, what's the word? These hot takes, I would just equate it to like a hot take. Not you, but LaRussell. Yeah. Like when you try shock value, that's what I was trying to find. When you do things for shock value, which I think this was an example of, you gotta be ready for what comes with it. And
100%. Public
relations is a real thing. And I know Rock Nation has an immaculate PR team.
Do you know that?
I would assume so.
Why? So who is signed over there that you really appreciate?
You gotta clean this up. You gotta clean this up. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back and clean it up. It would be in his best interest to do so.
Here's the thing, bro. A person like you who never listens to LaRussell music, why do you have any interest in him cleaning it up?
No, I'm just saying.
No. Just
why do I have an
either
interest
you do or you don't have an interest.
No, I don't care either way.
So that's what I'm saying. There is no way to clean this up because the people are not interested in the actual product.
Nah, I don't want to keep talking about the guy, but he clearly got to where he is now as a result of building a community of people who do care about what he's doing.
The community of people he built were other musicians and artists and creatives who believed in the path he was taking. That's his community. If you were there that night at the show, you would have heard it, you would have seen it. It's other people who want to do what they've seen him do. It's not people who love the music, bro.
Okay.
And so he really needs to really double down on that, probably start a new business and jump and take that same energy that he was rocking with at first over to the completely new business that has a new audience. Because you've upset a large portion of those creators who bought into your sincerity, who simply wanted to see themselves as you.
Yeah, I saw a lot of those comments that people were deeply disappointed and even the people, I was reading the comments on, and then it was people with your same sentiment, almost like, as a true supporter and fan, I didn't say anything malicious. I actually gave a respectful,
thoughtful, like I was talking to a friend.
Just disagreement on what was expressed, and and then I was blocked for that.
Yeah, it's like if you block me after one of these conversations, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like,
yeah,
fuck this nigga then.
And my last thing,
okay,
you gotta pick a side in life, right? I guess, right? It's talking about J. Cole. This will come back to haunt me.
At least that's
the
what
Rock
the
Nation
Bible,
section.
You gotta
at least
pick,
that's what the Bible says. You can't be lukewarm.
You can't be lukewarm. Oh
V1.
my god! Oh my god!
V1 music.
This is crazy. So no, I'll say this with LaRussell, because Jay said this, right? When he was dissing Nas, he said, "Yo, is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it One Mic? Is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty OU for Ice?" And I've been real all my life. They confuse it with conceit. But the thing is, Hove is always Hove. You can't play one role and then play another role. Like, meaning, you can't play the righteous, positive community guy.
We can't talk about Hove. Because I'm going to start saying stuff about Hove. And we got to get in the code, bro.
But I'm saying, tell niggas to suck your dick. That's what I'm saying. If you're LaRussell, you can't play that role and then tell niggas suck my dick. That's what I'm saying. You gotta pick one.
He's playing like Bad Barney right now.
That's like, what I'm saying.
I don't even know what that is. What's Bad Barney?
I'm just thinking of Barney, like, oh, I love you, you love me,
oh,
like,
supposed to be
communal.
Oh, okay.
And next week, you like, y'all niggas is stupid. Suck my dick.
Yeah, like,
y'all don't do what I do. Like, it's like,
bro, you jumping from a nice boy into a gangster.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not really buying the same energy from both. I see what you're saying now. Like, yeah, you can't be Lil Baby and then won't fight DJ Akademiks.
Yeah. You still stuck on that.
I'm stuck like Chuck, nigga.
Okay.
That's how Lil Baby gonna be when Akademiks get his hands on that nigga, bro.
Bro, I can't.
You hate that shit, nigga. Alright, bro. So look, bro. Cole went on an epic run. This is the Rock Nation portion of the podcast. Cole went on an epic run this week of podcast. He's gonna hit 7 p.m. in Brooklyn next.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. And so he sat down with Nadeska.
Nadeska, Apple Music.
Pulled up on Killer Cam.
Killer.
Alright.
Which I said, by the way, that was likely to happen when the album dropped.
Bro, that's when I noticed.
You was on his head. You was on Cole's head like, why this nigga supposed to be a stand-up guy? Like, yo, why would he not go pull up on Cam? Like, I'm like, yo, bro, when the album dropped, he should pull up.
Bro, your father say pull up at 9. Don't be late.
And he pulled up.
Don't pull up at 10. Don't pull up 2-3 years from now, gang. So look, J. Cole went to sit down with Nadeska. And the interviews were completely different kind of interviews, addressed completely different things. And the Nadeska interview kind of addressed the path up to the fall off.
Yes.
Where he's been with music over the past 10, 12 years. Mm-hmm. Where he's been personally over that time frame as well. And then of the things that most people cared about, he addressed the apology with Nadeska.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so, what are your thoughts?
On the Nadeska interview?
I guess on the apology.
on the apology.
Yeah, because the interview is pretty long. We'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
We just talk about the whole thing. So.
I mean, I get it. I don't think nothing for me changed from when he did it. I mean, I just have a little bit more detail on the emotionality that he experienced, as well as his wife. But
as well as his wife, man.
Yeah,
him and her the same, I guess. That's so
I ain't really have no like. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really have no other thoughts like on it. Like, damn, okay, cool.
The interview did not help any thoughts for people. I don't really think. I think he was trying to present it in a way that where, people are going to understand where I was coming from. I finally am ready to speak, and nobody cares.
Pretty much, bro.
I don't feel that nobody cares. I haven't seen any discourse that anybody was like, man, after J. Cole explained it, it makes more sense now. It just really could have.
It really got worse. I'm not gonna lie, honestly.
Been left alone.
It really got fully worse because here's the thing that we know: Schoolboy Q did not hit this nigga's line. Nobody hit this nigga's line to tell him, "Yo, here's what's going on, and this is why you need to get up out of it." None of that didn't happen, bro.
How certain are you of that?
I
I listened to the full breakdown.
I saw that on there, but I didn't know.
Oh, let me go to it because I thought you was a big fan of this guy, so I thought you should listen to everything he said.
I heard that part where he said, "Yo, bro, you might want to stay out of this."
And there are people who I am fans of them. I'd let y'all know, like I'm a fan of Cardi as a person, but I'm not a fan of Cardi's music.
When you say that, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Cardi B or Cardi?
Yes, Cardi B. Well, really, Playboy Cardi too.
You gotta say their full name because Cardi is Cardi.
Both Cardis.
Okay, J. Cole says that his Kendrick diss was just some bullshit to not look weak.
Yeah, he said that to Cameron.
Yeah.
Let me do my 7 minutes.
Right.
And the whole point of 7 minutes is like, yo, you can't overthink it. Just let it come, boom, boom. And that's when I start writing the song that became like 7 minute drill. Which in my mind, as I'm writing it,
let me know when you say
I
Schoolboy
already
Q.
kind of subscribed to myself. It's like, all right, this is what I do.
Right.
Like this my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm worried about what the world gonna say, which is embarrassing to say out loud, but it's true. You know what I mean? Like at that time, because I'm fearful that this thing that I'm working on for so long will go unappreciated if I don't.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, this is what I do.
Right.
Let me say just enough.
Right.
To where it looked like I did some, you know, like
this nigga Cameron is egging this nigga on like a middle school instigator, right?
That is literally his job and why he has a job.
He knows
very good at that.
At some point, he's supposed to say, "Nigga, are you dead ass serious? This how you moving as a grown ass man?" He just said, "Right." You thinking about when you was finna battle a nigga? You think about what the world gonna say? Right. Okay. Cool. Right.
Yeah, I mean they were actually. Cam was in a similar position actually.
Where?
With Nas. When Nas dissed.
What is the similar position? Cam was on the record talking about, "I'm a koofy slap you, nigga." Numerous records back to back. He was getting a gang in on it. What was his position? That was like J. Cole.
I'm gonna tell you. So a nigga dissing you and immediately you not really wanting to respond, but knowing that you have to respond because of the perception.
Oh, you mean like every nigga that ever got into a fight ever and had to stand up for themselves? Yeah, I get it. I don't like to slap niggas around, but if you try me like that, boy, we going there.
Yeah,
and after I finish and I look at your bloody mess on the ground, I say, "Damn, bro."
Well, he said he didn't want to look at the bloody mess on the ground.
That's the problem. He's over here detailing this shit as though he's a special case. I actually want to beat niggas up when I beat a nigga up. Nobody wants to beat a nigga up, bro. You get into the fight because you had to get into the fight. That's why J. Cole got into the fight, because a nigga brought a fight to him. But he's like, man, the world was looking at me. He's just going through all of the machinations of a person who has to make that decision and stand on it. He's showing us that he just couldn't stand on it.
Right, because it was untrue to him and to his character. This is like literally what he said when he apologized.
Bitch, nigga, bro. So, what are we talking about?
No, okay.
What do you mean when you say it's untrue to his character? What is it untrue about it? Was it true that
he cared about his friend?
Believe? Go ahead.
I was just saying that he was saying he cared about his friend. He didn't want to put out a narrative that they had beef when he did not want to have beef with his friend.
If I disrespect you and you got to protect yourself, you got to stand up for yourself.
Well, that's the thing.
You got to do it, right?
When we talk about disrespect, J. Cole did not feel disrespected by like that. He said that to Cam.
He's done this so many times, bro. You obviously did feel disrespected because you struck back. You can say that right now
for public perception.
So
as
you
a rapper,
felt that everybody else thought you got disrespected, but you didn't feel disrespected.
Yeah, that's what he said.
What is disrespect other than what other people perceive about you?
No, disrespect is what you feel as though disrespect is.
Okay. So if I say something to you right now, and he thinks that I disrespected you, is there any chance that you don't feel disrespect?
What does he have to do with the disrespect? That's where I'm.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what Cole is saying.
But I'm not on a public platform.
He's putting his response on other people. He's literally saying, "I did this because of them."
Well, I got the gist that he was saying that yes, exactly what you said. I agree.
That's not bitch.
But what I'm saying with him saying that he did it because of them, he's saying like he was not acting in his mind in the moment. He was acting influence.
Let's say you got a son. He beat a nigga ass at school.
Mm-hmm.
Then he come home and say, well, I really didn't want to beat his ass, but them kids was looking at me. I thought I had to beat his ass. Are you like, oh my God, those kids matter a whole lot.
No, I would say
exactly
that's a problematic. But did he say that was problematic afterwards? Because that's pretty much all I watched.
So I'm gonna tell you what he said. Actually, it wasn't. Oh, I just dropped the diss record because of other people. Well, that's one clip, right? It was an hour and 23 minutes. No, that's how he recorded the song. So the reason
I was gonna go to the next slide.
Oh, I bet.
I'm gonna go, bro. He's a bitch nigga, bro. I'm gonna
really fuck him up. You know what I mean? In my mind, right? Like, but mind you, it's a decision made out of like non-clarity. Right. But through that non-clarity, if
he keep making excuses, right? I just wasn't clear mentally, and that's why I made a bad decision.
For Dreamville Fest, and that song is last, right? We just throw it on there, boom, boom. The second it comes out.
Originally, when it happened, I said somebody that
made away what I did. Instantly, what I did was like, oh, you instantly divided. You created a divided line.
He couldn't handle what he did. He couldn't stand on it, bro. He simply could not stand on it.
To pick a side.
Because he actually
what I did that was foreseeable, bro.
Because he actually didn't mean it. So what he said.
But it's foreseeable what would happen, bro. You know when you put a diss song out, you're a rapper. You know when you put out a diss song, you diss the nigga. People are gonna review that. Just like they reviewed the last track that you're responding to. That made you feel emotional and the need to respond.
I would have done better if he would have said, I recanted because I didn't want Kendrick digging up none of my stuff. And that's how I took it.
It will not sound better under no circumstance. The nigga went outside for a fight and then said, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to.
Okay, so what he said prior to that.
This is taking accountability?
What he said prior to that. Yeah, so what he said prior to that was, I had been working on the Fall Off for 10 years, and the diss that Kendrick made was very inconvenient to the timing of me wanting to drop my album. I knew that I couldn't drop the Fall Off without responding to Kendrick because it was then going to impact how people and fans received the Fall Off, which is my last album. So in order for me, because if he would have dropped the Fall Off without responding to Kendrick, niggas would have been like, yo, what the fuck? So he let the fans and his peers
would have been wondering if the response would be on the Fall Off.
He let the fans, or what he thought the perception from the fans would be, and his peers kind of, and his ego, jump out the window and make a song that he didn't really even fully feel in his heart.
Is what you just said bitch made or nah? I
wouldn't describe that as bitch made.
Okay, if I'm led,
I would describe that as human.
I would describe everything that we do as human. Murder is human. So look, bro, what I'm gonna say is this: if you are led by the sentiments of others, that's feminine, gang. I don't know what else to tell you.
He's literally a rapper and an entertainer who has millions of fans. Of course, who's not influenced by what their fans might say or think.
Kendrick Lamar, unfortunately. Okay, Kendrick Lamar waited a full 30 days while the fans were like, yo, where is this nigga at? You need to hurry up, nigga. If you don't do it right now, you gonna goddamn, you ain't nothing. Did he not? Did he withstand the pressure?
He did take his time in that instance.
He moved at his own pace,
I
right?
won't say that completely removes all feeling of like caring about how fans feel or other people feel.
What I'm saying, well, we know what he did. He's the one who came out with like that at the time of his choosing. He chose that. So he did what he wanted to do at all times, gang. I just want you to understand that. He put out like that when he felt like it. 6 months after first person shooter, when he felt like it. Then they said, nigga, you gotta respond right now to J. Cole. We didn't hear no words from the guy. They said, you gotta respond right now to Drizzy. We didn't hear no words from the guy. They said, Drizzy put out another one. You need to respond right now. If you don't, Maul is gonna piss his pants. We didn't hear a response from the guy. Then he came out, dropped the record, then dropped another one, and then dropped another one.
Well, one of those he responded right after Drake dropped, which was Family Matters. He dropped immediately after.
Which was Family Matters dropped the evening of 6/16 in LA. Kendrick initiated that play, gang. I need you to understand.
Sure, I don't really care about Kendrick in the situation. So what I'm here to
I'm just I'm drawing a reference point so you can see what it is to move in a masculine manner as opposed to a feminine manner. I'm just creating a reference point. Okay. One person is led by the actions and opinions of others.
And his own.
In such a way that he ends up doing this.
And his own.
But he ends up doing this, turning around in a circle, gang.
Okay. And he described that instance as a blessing to him. Because
of course you're going to describe it as a blessing. Was it a blessing to you when you got the Fall Off album? Did the conversation that he said that caused within himself cause you to enjoy the album more? It clearly didn't.
Well, he said this conversation took place after the album already came out.
So listen to this, bro. He said that conversation caused this 39 to happen. I'm going to put a clip in here where you said we didn't even need this 39.
Okay.
So, again, for him, he could say whatever, just like LaRussell. Man, I'm glad this happened. Blah 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 blah.
But you got to get to the why. I never got to the why of why he said it was that. Because if for a moment you are influenced by others and your own ego, and you make a decision that you don't fully believe in, that doesn't sit right with your spirit, for you to go out on publicly on stage and retract that, regardless of what backlash is gonna come with it, regardless of how people are gonna throw dirt on your name, that's staying true to your character as a man.
I understand that his character as a man is more feminine than masculine. I get it. We can all stand behind what we can stand behind. Some of us can stand behind giving a nigga an ass whooping. Some of us gotta stand behind an apology. It's different things, bro.
Right.
Kendrick has to stand behind whooping a nigga ass now.
That's commendable.
Do you see that occurring in reality? Kendrick having to stand behind whooping bro's ass. Whatever criticism comes to Kendrick from whooping them niggas' ass, he got to take that, right?
Right.
Has he received backlash from whooping these niggas' ass? Some. The good news for Kendrick is he won. And he won by being the most masculine one. That's all I'm saying. That's how competition usually works.
Right. And so, Kendrick was supposed to be on the Fall Off, actually.
This is a way that J. Cole could have really played. I do want to go back to point out that he didn't mention Schoolboy Q as none of part of the reason why he took back the apology. It was sitting on his spirit from immediately as soon as he recorded and released it. He didn't want to put it out. It had nothing to do with Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy Q telling him that you might want to stay out of this?
Yes. He didn't mention Schoolboy Q one point in time in this extremely candid interview. He mentioned his emotions. He mentioned his feelings, his peace of mind, his wife.
His relationship with both of those guys.
His relationship with both of them.
Yes. Friends.
He didn't mention a call from Schoolboy Q.
But does that mean it didn't happen? If he already mentioned it in another interview?
When did he mention it in another interview?
The Schoolboy. You're talking about the Cam interview. He didn't mention the Schoolboy Q.
In no interview
call
ever. He never mentioned Schoolboy Q. When did J. Cole mention Schoolboy Q calling him on the phone?
In the Apple
original question.
Music interview.
He didn't mention that, bro.
So where does this notion come from?
That narrative came from 2 years ago when the fans were just speculating on everything. I think he got a call from Schoolboy Q right before this situation.
I never even heard that. That's all I was wondering.
That was straight up speculation from the fans.
Okay, say less.
So yeah, it was never it was never some outside force informing him, this is just too much, bro.
Okay.
You should make a smarter move. That never happened. It was literally all his emotional stuff. And I'm not like demonizing it, but I'm just saying.
It kind of sounds like you are though. Like
no, it's just kind of saying like I would never choose that route, nor inform anybody.
I felt like you were Kendrick. I felt like you were saying that Kendrick was being an accurate type of man.
He was.
Where he was not being a man at all. And I feel like there was some manliness to come back and say like, yo, I can see where I was influenced by people. I can see where I was influenced by ego. None of those things were good for me. And I came back and recanted that for me.
But my baby girl,
that's respectable.
That's respectable. My girl has to do that as a woman though. So that's not about masculinity. My girl has to be able to take accountability for mistakes she made and offer a response. That's not masculine. That's mature.
People have to do that.
Hold on. That's what I said, bro.
Where that comes from being masculine to women.
Okay, so is it masculine?
Recanting and saying that you were influenced by
At
others.
a certain point, we gotta adopt definitions that define boundaries to things. So I understand. I would call what you just said accountability a sign of maturity, not of masculinity. Agreed or disagreed? Taking accountability for places you've gone wrong, is that masculine or mature?
I would say it's both.
To take accountability? Your wife don't take accountability for things she does wrong, bro?
Sometimes she doesn't.
Well, you know.
So you're just getting at being influenced by other people at any point in time, even if for a short moment, is not masculine. Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah, Ash, if I allow you to control my emotional state, and through my emotional state, my behavior, that's not masculine. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. If my girl can make me upset.
I agree.
If my girl can make me upset, and now I'm doing different behaviors and I'm being reactive, I'm not being masculine. Okay. And it's okay. I'm not. I don't want to
answers my question.
I've definitely been outside of my masculine life.
I agree with what you're saying.
What I'm saying is the best practice for all of us men is to actually lead ourselves in that way. Follow your own pace. Follow your heart.
But that's what he did after the fact. That's literally what he did after the fact.
I get what you're saying now because I needed you to answer my question. I'm glad I asked that. Because I was confused at first. Like, well, I could see if he just kept running with it and he was staying on the bullshit.
Because then that's some fake shit.
Like, that's what Drake did. Yeah. So now we got two extremes of the shit and then we got one perfect point in the middle that is the champion.
Got it. And you're saying that is
Drake
champion
kept going for way too fucking long.
Yes.
This nigga quit early and then started blaming other people. Oh. Drake kept going for way too long and kept blaming other people. In the middle, we have a nigga who moved at his own pace and didn't respond to nothing.
That's great. That when you just did that just really just shows you how the pendulum can swing of ego. There's one person that's looking at this like, this guy's not serious. Y'all fucking with him. I'm the big, and then you got this other guy that's being very like.
He actually doesn't have enough ego in a certain sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like I don't want.
Nah, cause I fuck with you. You my mans, and I fuck with you. You my mans. Our kids know each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
I can't compete with you because of that.
I don't want to do this. Like.
But no matter what, we are competing, gang.
Okay.
And so. We all have to have enough sportsmanship to come together at the end and understand the overall goal is to move the entire thing forward, but we have to have enough competition to be pressing our competitors into pushing that shit forward. I got to be trying to run a 4 flat just so you can try to run a 3-9. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why yes, that is how competition works. Great point, because we're going to talk about battling and where its place is in hip hop, but that's why as a J. Cole fan or as a hip hop fan, I was very disappointed because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is hip hop. I get it, and your mans and all that. Fuck all that right now. But then as a man, like, I respect the move from a human standpoint, not letting the character of J. Cole, the rapper, dictate and make you stand on some shit that you really ain't believing.
But the thing about J. Cole is, because we can move right into the next point, he's still there, bro. He's still on the fence. And I get why you gotta live on the fence now, but that's the house you built. It's on the fence. And
yeah, I mean,
that's not a good place to have to be, bro. Because who really supports you now?
All the people that bought the fall off and showed up to met him in person.
No, I understand that, bro.
Yeah.
The dude's famous, he's successful. Nobody's calling him unsuccessful.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, now, what do you get to do inside of this zone? You always have to wait for Drake or Kendrick, and you always have to say, well, Drake is good and Kendrick is good. You can't never really live inside of your own opinion when you keep trying to ride the fence.
But
His
not his opinion?
Overall opinion is that he's good.
But if you
goes back to himself at the end of the day.
So for me, J. Cole and Drake and Kendrick need to have the ability to say, well, yeah, I fuck with Drake, but Drake be making all that pop shit way too much. J. Cole should be able to say that. Because again, as he starts to direct his peers, now we as fans feel more of a, hey, we can direct you guys. Hey, we can rely on something. Why are you over here? I love Drake. And why didn't y'all come in on the lawsuit?
The UMG shit?
Why is nobody asking you about these subs that you threw in the songs that you released later?
Nobody asked him about the subs.
The birthday blizzard, bro. The whole birthday blizzard just never comes up except for a passing comment with Nadeska.
Nobody
talked
about the subs. That's a great point.
Because you can't talk about shit like that with a nigga who is on the fence. He's gonna tell you before you get there. You can't ask those questions. That would be weird for Cameron to not talk about birthday blizzard. This is literally beats from his era.
New York.
You rapping like how niggas in his era rap, bro.
Yeah,
this is a DJ
Clue. He throwing shots.
Cameron's not curious?
Yeah, Cameron's the ultimate nigga will bring that up. That's crazy.
So yeah, bro, we see what type of nigga J. Cole is, and that's why I condemn him, because it is a lot below the surface, like a glacier.
Like throw stones, hide your hand.
But you trying to look like you not below the surface.
Yeah.
You trying to look like.
But I looked at Birthday Blizzard as like just some rap shit, like just lyrical exercise. Not.
You wasn't curious.
It wasn't real smoke. No, I'm just saying, like, I would have preferred it to be prior to all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? But to me, that was just lyrical. That's just rap shit.
I ain't even talking about the music at this point. We already talked about the music. I'm talking about how he responds to things.
No, because I there's no, like, I'm never gonna look at Cole as somebody that's not genuine. Like, I'm like, you feel me?
I'm not gonna look at him as somebody that's not genuine.
So when he says, like, yo, I'm happy for Kendrick, I'm happy for his moment, but at the same time, I hate how the fans are trying to tear down Drake and what he's done for the game. I hate that. I believe him when he say that.
Look, bro, it's gonna be.
That's like, yo, you, my man. If you and Dame have a beef and it's up.
Do you feel that it's problematic for men to express those types of emotions publicly? Like those confusions, feminine ways that. Non-clarity. Do you feel like that's problematic to why you feel that it needs to be?
I think that
I wouldn't pick a side in that. This is what I'm saying. Between you and Dame, because both of y'all my mans.
But if I did something fucked up and I saw you not pick a side, I would take advantage of that. I just want you to know that. If I did something out of character and fucked up, and you still are not calling me out, I would take advantage of that. And anybody that's like that will do that, gang. I just want you to understand that.
That's not picking a side, though, to me. That's like...
Well, but did he call anybody out? Did J. Cole say, I saw Drake do this, though. I did see that lame shit. Or I did see this lame shit when Kendrick did it. He chose
He's
not
like-
to.
Well, he said creatively, that's not my. We can go on and on.
I
But
feel
he
you,
said
but-
creatively, it's not my place to dissect.
I feel
what
that,
yeah.
but there is a nigga who plays that is, and he gonna get further in life. That's all I'm saying.
I respect
It's
that.
roles that we all
I
play.
respect
Okay,
that.
yeah.
And
Okay, I'll
like
go
J.
there.
Cole is the middle nigga. He's the
I-
middle child. He's
I-
not gonna get as far as the big bro. It just is what it is. Cause you don't have the
He's not like baby bro willing to go too far.
Yeah, he just
He's
don't
not
have
like
the
big bro.
characteristics.
I get what you're saying. There's more conviction.
Yeah.
It is more respectable to hold your friends accountable and call them out on some bullshit than to just be like, it is
What I always
it is what
tell
it is.
people when I sound like I'm hating, or if they say something to me where I know, okay, I gotta tell them this, I always tell them, bro, really, I'm holding myself accountable by telling you the thing that I know that I can't do. Like I'm really just talking to myself when I talk. Like even earlier today, I was talking to you. We was having a somewhat serious conversation. I was just representing what I know to you out loud. But that information is really for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if I'm J. Cole and I'm sitting there and I'm choosing not to hold dude accountable and I'm choosing not to hold other dude accountable, and I'm too small to hold people accountable. How big am I? What type of God am I? How frequently do I allow myself to get away with that same little weak shit? These are real questions. And the answer is more frequently than if I didn't call everybody else out. That's why hypocrite is such a big thing. If you're going to call me out, you got to be willing to call yourself out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, shit.
Yeah, we moving to
yeah, another Rock Nation interview took place as well.
Rock Nation just under fire.
We got 2 joints, man. 2 really good. Well, 3 if you want to include Nadeska.
Bro, I never included Nadeska.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that. Don't do that. She's a woman.
She's
a black woman in media.
Okay, while we talking about that, let's go ahead and also shout out LATTO for being pregnant and 21 for possibly being the father. Let's move right
yeah,
past
the
that.
heaven sent.
Congratulations.
Babies heaven sent.
Hey, look, Big Mama.
Come out with
Big Mama, one kid.
A dagger hearing.
They were talking about that. They've been kind of talking about how they've been glazing over the LATTO pregnancy because she's been such a champion on, saving herself, counting everybody on her one hand, not being a baby mama. So now you're in baby mama.
Oh, that was her thing? Not being
that
a
was
baby
her whole
mama?
thing, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
no baby mama. Like
she really has tried to separate herself
from other women.
I know about the body count thing because niggas kept, but I ain't know
body
about
count's one thing.
The whole thing.
Her whole thing has been that I'm not no baby mama. I'm out here. I'm smarter than you women. Like that's
basically, let me put it
into
into a nutshell. I'm different than the black community. Basically, that's the way I'm gonna put it. And when I see this light-skinned house, you know what I'm saying, type motherfucker out here expressing her difference, though she's living in the exact same circumstance, I'm not super cool with it. That's all I'll say. If you really want to do that and you really want to express the difference, you need to have this man treating you like a real woman, a real wife, completely claiming you. Y'all are building a household and a family together in front of our eyes.
And then that would make you different from all the things that you held yourself so high above.
But at this point, Le'Veon Bell is correct. Girl, you are in the closet for either a nigga that you won't claim or he won't claim you. And you are now pregnant with his child, and everybody's speculating. So get your house in order before you release an album talking about you different than everybody else again. That's all I got to say about it, but congratulations. You look very pregnant.
I knew she was pregnant.
That's what they say.
I hadn't seen her for a while. I was like, where
how
the heck is
that
LATTO
go?
at?
You know how that go when Shorty disappear off the gram for a while?
Because even if you don't see it in the body, you gonna see it on the face. That nose, boy.
There you
You're
go.
hitting our noses so
Yeah,
crazy.
I need them to. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just a fan and I support family, like the black love and building family, things that you just mentioned. So I would like to see things be more official. You could call me a hypocrite because I wasn't married to my wife when we had a kid.
But you were
We had a
prominently
house.
representing her in your life. sharing her.
Decide to later.
It's not about the paperwork, bro. It's about the actual interaction and the connection and how you display this for the world to see, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Because what I saw with her was her popping up pregnant with her team around her.
That's weird.
Roll out. I gotta use the baby as
and I don't like that part either.
Baby as a
and more than that, I don't like rap females, so I don't like pregnancy rollouts being a thing.
Cardi did it well, but I haven't seen anybody else do it well yet.
I will say that she was made a success of it, but I don't enjoy it.
Beyonce announced, but I'm just kind of like.
Oh yeah, Beyonce was performing. She was on tour while she was pregnant.
I like that though, cause that's R&B, not rap. Like, I don't want no rap to be revolving around.
Because then this, well, I don't want to say it like that, but if you're using your body and your sexuality, if you're an artist that does that, and now you're pregnant and you're twerking,
that's crazy, bro.
There's a disconnect for me as
major
a consumer.
Majorly disconnected from that, man.
But shout out to them. Hope they have a healthy baby, family, all of that. I just like I like to see like just family structure. Family structure, yeah, like real.
We still ain't got no confirmation. We all still speculate.
It's weird, like at this point when everybody knows, but you just ain't finna say it. Like that's kind of.
Yeah, I just don't like the disconnect. Is obviously gonna be caused.
Well, they say the disconnect is also because he's supposed to be married.
Well, yeah, when I'm talking about the envy.
That's what Le'Veon Bell said, right?
Yeah,
the envy and stuff that's gonna be connected to seeing a light-skinned woman in this position. It's just that stuff runs rampant through our community, even though we don't acknowledge it every time we feel it, stuff like that. Let's get it together, bro.
Yeah.
But
Hove.
Speaking of get it together, man.
Yo, God
what
MC.
You say all your items.
God MC.
Bro.
Jehovah.
If I see another man that I looked at as a man talking about how he's heartbroken and he's troubled by the ways of the world.
That's why I asked him the question.
It's like, yo, niggas can't have no feelings around this guy.
But when you went to explain, like, I feel where you're coming from.
No, not because somebody tried to disrespect me. I've been very angry, for sure. Heartbroken? That's only shit that I say to women in order for them to coddle me. Like, I'm gonna be for real.
If you were heartbroken, because I know niggas that have been through heartbreak.
Like heartbroken by my girl and shit like that. Like, oh,
yeah,
we fucked up.
Yeah,
I've been like that. Yeah.
All right.
But that's not what happened though.
Okay, tell us what happened.
What happened was
So Jay-Z sat down.
Oh, I was gonna tell you the other. About the little girl and at the MTV VMAs. That's what he's heartbroken about. But Jay-Z sat down. Go ahead. That's why he said he's heartbroken because of VMAs.
Jay-Z sat down with GQ for a rare interview.
Jay-Z sat down with himself in the mirror.
Why do people keep saying that?
Because this nigga didn't ask no questions.
Okay.
This nigga didn't ask nothing that anybody wanted to hear about.
I thought it was a pretty good interview.
This nigga didn't say, "Hov, are you dead serious?" one time. Are you fucking playing? Are you kidding, nigga?
What?
It's a joke.
And so what? In what instances should he have said that?
In the instance where Hov said, hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it up. Are you finished detailing the background?
Well, I was just giving a little. I was gonna go after you.
Oh, okay. Pause.
Okay.
You know, me and the guys used to go after each other. Like, you know what was going on. But hold on, I'm gonna try to find the clip that I took. That's not the clip that I took.
Fraser Tharp. He sat down with Fraser Tharp, senior editor at GQ.
Formerly of Complex.
You're right.
Let's say a person like me. Like, even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You know, you hear those saying on a person.
So at that point, he should have said, nigga, I just told you your most obscure lyrics. You think I don't know about Super Ugly?
That would have been
women and kids out there?
That would have been a great follow-up.
You really went and fucked this nigga girl like y'all was sharing a bitch, bro. In real life.
That would have been.
Y'all left women and kids out?
Yeah. So someone like Charlemagne, right, who maybe has the the journalistic experience,
The balls in his pants,
and that's what I was gonna say, and the courage to say that to someone like Jay-Z would have responded with that.
Yeah, anybody who heard that statement should have responded like that. Like, yo, bro, stop playing with me.
No women, no kids.
I'm not Beyonce, gang. What's up?
Well, what he was referencing, he wasn't referencing rap music in that instance, though.
Yes, he was.
No. So when he said the no women, no kids, wasn't he talking about the sexual allegations against him? No, I think that's the part of the interview where he was referencing that. So when he said he was torn apart by these allegations that he would harm someone sexually because he comes from a street background, and the street background is I'm not gonna harm women or kids.
I think that's a fair point because you called me out. You called me in the wrong. So I gotta say that's a fair point. I just don't think it applies, bro. You are right. Like, he was talking about the allegations at that point.
Yeah, he started the interview with that. Like,
but if you right. You're right.
So, but however, later in the interview, when they did get to the, hey, how did you feel about the Kendrick
because he
Drake?
doubled back to say you brought the kids into it.
He said, yo, yeah, you trying to hurt this guy's relationship with his kid, and you trying to wreck this guy's marriage. I'm not a fan of that.
Bro, and you literally took his girl,
his main girl. You did say me and the boy AI got more in common than just boiling and rhyming. Get it? More in common. Carmen, like the chick, like.
And bro said I left a condom on your baby seat.
Yeah.
You went so hard on this guy, your mother made you apologize to him.
Skeeted in the back seat, left condoms on the baby seat. That's crazy.
That's wild. My guy.
So
that's a crazy allegation. And now you're sitting here calling the guy a nice guy. So you know specifically these things evolve well as men. You understand competition.
Yeah.
And yet you sitting here reflecting the modern bitch assness.
The bitch agenda.
The bitch agenda. The bitch made agenda of the world. Make every nigga a bitch.
Nah. All right. So
no.
So we gotta
the CIA.
We gotta peel back the layers here. So
peel them back, bro.
We talked about when my dad was here. Shout out to my dad. It's his birthday, by the way. We talked about the core elements of hip hop.
Rob Markman made such a good point.
It was brought up in this interview as well. B-boying, breakdancing, MCing or battling, graffiti, and DJing.
Okay, let's do that again because you just did it. DJing, B-boying, graffitiing, MCing.
Yeah.
It's not battling. Rob Markman made an excellent
point.
point.
He said battling, yes, MCing. But, I mean...
But here's the point. Listen to the point, though. Battling is an element that's essential to all four of those things. The B-boy would battle.
Yeah.
The graffiti artist would battle.
Yeah.
The DJ would battle.
Yeah.
The MC would battle.
Yeah, facts.
Battling is hip-hop.
Yeah, so that's where I don't...
That is literally...
So I don't agree.
Excellent.
So I don't agree with Hov
for
saying that battling shouldn't be a part of the culture. That was wild to say.
It makes no sense and it's hypocritical.
That's wild. Yes.
So I don't even think we can even touch on that no longer, bro. Pause. Because it's just like, bro.
But however, I can see as a man in his mid-50s who's in a different place in life has views the world differently.
X.
With the advent of social media, he said that it's become incredibly more divisive.
I love that you brought this up. So what you don't want to happen is for everybody else to have a voice in the battle, huh, Hov? Because you niggas was battling, people hated each other for years, but your main point is social media. Now other people speak on it.
Well, no, now through social media, people's characters and families are involved now.
You thought niggas wasn't calling Nas a bitch-made nigga because you fucked this girl, nigga?
Not saying that, but they probably weren't.
It's intensified.
They probably weren't finding his whole family in a matter of 5 seconds, and someone from North Korea.
Yeah, Drake's house got shot up, bro. We don't.
No, bro. I'm gonna be for real with y'all. Drake wasn't able to connect that to the battle in the court. We gotta leave it there, bro.
I know, but
his house got shot up. It was a security guard that got shot.
I'm just saying,
XO Cash,
social media.
XO Cash shit got shot up the next week. I don't know what.
So what Hope's point is that there's more vitriol and there's more divisiveness now.
Tupac and Biggie died. Drake and bro is alive and winning Grammys and getting money. So it's not more vitriol, bro. It was really more street shit going on back then. If we really gonna calculate the deaths and the loss and the actual things that occurred,
to formulate
you guys lose. We doing it cleaner.
Well, I could look at it like this. Although I was more of a fan of Jay-Z than Nas, I still, as a hip-hop fan, remained and respected both of them.
You know a nigga that you respect right now today who stopped being a fan of one of these guys?
No, I think most people look at both of them as legends.
Still. So these allegations that people are throwing back and forth, it's the
that's the point. But now it's with Kendrick and Drake.
It was on site back in the day.
Different. Where it's to be a fan of Kendrick now in the modern era, it applies in basketball as well.
No, I'm talking about Kendrick and Drake. Yeah, bro.
Oh, you talking about Kendrick and Drake?
I tear down Drake. Am I a Drake fan, bro?
You talking about Nas and Jay?
We talking hip hop. This is fun, bro.
Yeah.
Are we finna fucking attack this guy if we see him?
No, but
with a pen for an autograph, sure. Can you please give me your autograph, Drake? That's what's gonna happen when any one of these niggas see a nigga in the street.
You got millions of fans in the world that have picked the sides. Back to J. Cole's point, have picked.
Do you know any of these fans?
Yeah, have picked sides.
Have picked a side.
And then just don't fuck with the other one completely.
Yeah. Do you know that person?
Well, I'm 35 years old.
Okay. Do you think a 14-year-old picked between Drake and Kendrick?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
Your son picked between Drake and Kendrick?
For a moment.
What about today?
It didn't last long.
Okay, bro. I'm being real with you. Nobody is doing that. Like this. Oh my God.
Did anybody pick between Drake and Meek Mill?
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Did people
pick
between LeBron and
Yo, that's what I was.
Did people pick between LeBron
and you just mean with these artists because I feel like there's examples.
I mean, is anybody in any real danger behind hip hop battling, bro? That's what I mean. No. Is anybody in danger of losing their fan base or their life?
No, I think they're in danger of.
We talked about this. Back in the day, there's 2 people who have lost their career from battling. Cannabis.
Gyro.
And bro is still traveling the world. He just did Fire Fest Part 2, bro. Come on, man. So.
But. Oh, you about to say something?
So it's cap, bro. It's cap. Every part of this
argument is cap. I think it is more like. If you're a fan of one guy, you're tearing down the other guy. I see that more.
For fun,
I see that more prevalent.
It's like dozens. It's like playing the dozens. Damn, that nigga a PDF file.
Like if you like LeBron, then you can't be a fan of Steph. If you like Steph, you can't be a fan of LeBron. That exists now, right?
What are you talking about?
Just like the whole divisiveness.
Yeah, bro. If I was a fan of Michael Jordan, I couldn't be a fan of Patrick Ewing. That existed more back then than it does now. I can be a fan of LeBron and be a fan of
But now it's beyond the sport or beyond rap and beyond basketball.
But that's not true. Is what I'm saying.
No, it is, because now when you calling niggas, when you saying niggas is pedophiles or this nigga's not your, he's not your dad or whatever the fuck.
We've talked about this so many times. Has anybody ever alleged that Kendrick Lamar actually beats his girl? Does anybody believe this?
But it's not even about the belief. Bro, it's about just the actual.
Damn, ashy lip ass nigga. Bro, what are we talking about? This is the dozens. Damn, looking ass nigga. Did anybody believe you look like an ant for real, bro? Can I say ant looking ass nigga? Damn, boy, where you got that from? Damn, Harvard, didn't it? Harvard sweatshirt ass nigga. Like, what? Did you really go now? Like, who is. This is the dozens. Whoever you're suggesting took this seriously, you have literally not met them. Unless you have.
Well, I'm not even saying about people that have taken it serious and believed allegations.
So what Jay-Z suggests is this has gone too far. It's become dangerous. It's become overwhelming for the people involved.
It's salacious. It's more about libel. It's harmful.
It's not more about libel than I fucked your baby mama and left the condom on the back seat. There's literally nothing more libelous.
I feel like maybe he's regretting.
So he said.
Okay. And so this is where
he said that. He said that he regrets the battle with Nas.
This is where I get to my point, because I do respect Jay-Z as a 56-year-old man saying what he says. This is the first time in my life where I said, I respect that, OG. Take a seat. You're out the way. We're going to do it from now on. We're going to give you some of the proceeds. You forgot what this is about.
Well.
You forgot what it's about, OG. You don't remember. You forgot that we pushing ourselves to the limit for the good of the culture. And you're really more concerned about your young daughter and your beautiful wife. I respect that, OG. We out here on the battlefield.
Different place in life now, yeah.
We on the battlefield.
And he said, by the way, to his defense, he said, I hate that I have this point of view. I hate that
because he understands, though it's very real to him, it has nothing to do with reality. Your daughter's not in danger, J. Cole. Your son's not in danger, Drake. Kendrick, your whole family is good. I have to say this now because of who I'm aligned with and the way it makes people around me feel. I can't be up here talking about when I have a wife. Yeah, you can shit on women and speak. Kanye just talk shit about my kids. How can I say it's okay to talk about kids? I can't. So you move up out the way, OG. You deliver us that great album.
That album is on the way, by the way. Hove's album coming soon, and Hove is doing the Super Bowl 2027. Just to shit on niggas. I'm telling you, it's on the way.
Your time period of shitting on niggas is over with, man.
Well, he just sold out three shows at the Barclays.
That's very good.
It's going down.
My granddad
Greatest ever
is gonna get more acclaim than me. Here's what he's not gonna get.
God MC.
More excitement. I pray for you, Hove, and your family. Move out the way.
Album's on the way, though.
We don't care.
I do care. We just talk.
Because you like Hove and you relegated yourself to dying, nigga. We keeping this alive. We evolving like the dinosaurs.
No, it's evolution. Actually, it's not dying. So one of the things that he said as an alternative to just straight up battling is sparring lyrically through collaboration.
You don't want to get into what Joey Badass
said. And then Joey Badass,
my boy J. Cole,
said, he said, niggas ain't on that. Like the lyrical guys, that's like that you look at as the best of the best. They're not into collaborating
these niggas
sparring because they don't want to get watched or embarrassed on their own record.
Damn.
And so that I don't like. That's why I disagree with Hov about the battle and not being a part of the culture, because what he did say was we got a great amount of music in a short period of time.
When I was talking about sparring, finish your statement, bro.
Yeah, so Hov said we got a great amount. The good thing is we got a great amount of music, good music in a short period of time.
That's a fact.
And lyrically, it pushed niggas further.
So, Ho, what the fuck are you talking about? We ain't just getting no baby seat bars. We got real bars that we hadn't gotten in years. And that's the exact thing. When you run at a 4.0, bro gotta go 3.9. He got to.
So battling is necessary.
It's 100% necessary.
Yeah, it's because that's already lacking. Like lyricism has already died. Basically,
when we stopped pushing the culture, when we started trying to beat these girls at rapping, that's when we said, man, fuck a lyric. Let's just get more hoes in the video.
Cause now the top rappers, like, you know, even like niggas like Baby and shit like that, like they don't 21. Like
that's where I'm gonna get on your ass, bro. This nigga never been a top rapper. And as a rapper, I'm gonna say that with so much conviction. That nigga ain't no top rapper, bro.
Okay, top artist in hip hop.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Future's a great dude. He ain't no top rapper.
Right. So you have a lot of guys that are prominent in the space that don't have that competitive approach lyrically to rap.
Taking up
space. But that goes back to what y'all were saying earlier about they want the bag, not the...
Yeah.
They want the accolade. They want to walk in the spot with 30 fine shit.
That's why the Drake and J. Cole collabs prior to all of this shit and first person shooter were so good because them niggas was going back and forth with the bars. Like, it was like, oh, okay, them niggas going, like, Evil Ways, like, all of that shit.
Well, Kendrick is not exempt from this. I ain't seen Kendrick with no top tier lyricists recently at all. I seen bro with Baby Keem a lot. Like, what's up, gang? So when we really
said, hey, man, you ain't trying to do the song with niggas.
Thug's not a top tier lyricist. Come on, gang. But shout out, you need to do a song. He did one with Rich the Kid. Yeah. Thug one. But so a few weeks ago when I called Cole out for not sparring, I made the analogy about basketball. You was like, you don't gotta play with nobody else. You can just be over here. What happened to that energy, gang?
It's good for a workout.
You be taking up for these niggas, bro. You be putting niggas in a position. The stuff you say be putting niggas in a position where it's like, well, I don't have to do that. I am excused from doing that. Ty said so. And he ties my fan base.
Well, so you were, that was basically talking about going head to head with opponents, right? As opposed to collaborating and fucking just doing it for the sport just to get better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, because for Cole's analogy, to use his analogy, it was the off season, which is, I'm just perfecting my craft.
Yeah.
It was Mike to leave later, and then it was the fall. So he was gearing up for all of this, like the blizzard, just lyrical exercise, to then put out the finished product. So he was 7-minute drill. He's perfecting his craft dolo. There is a time where it does. You do have to go against someone else to actually test that.
Yeah, bro.
The practice, like shadow boxing.
He called bro. He said YG wasn't on the album, which was what a lot of people said initially when the album came out.
Yeah.
So, do you have a reason as to why Jill would not be on the album?
On the fall off?
Outside of like
not wanting the competition?
That's what Joey said. I believe it to be true.
I don't take him as that.
I know that Jid, and this is what the comment said. The comment said, well, they did songs together. That was Jid album.
Yeah.
That was Jid album, gang.
And that's a good look.
And what Joey was saying was, yeah, it's all good when you get to come behind and niggas see what they did, and then you get to structure. As a rapper, I know that is actually 70% easier. Like straight up.
Yeah.
So, bro. Yeah.
But what I do want niggas to know as well, though, for the listeners, like the audio listeners, while you're pulling that up, is this nigga Hov dropped so many gems in that interview beyond just this shit that's being clipped. Like, he dropped a lot of gems, like, you know, like, nothing, you know, in life happens to you, it happens for you.
If y'all had listened to Edgewood Ralph,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you would already heard that bar.
Everything in life happens for your greatest good. It just depends on how
y'all listen
you
to Heaven
look
on
at
Earth Society podcast on a weekly basis. You heard Edgewood Ralph say that shit already.
Like, stay childlike, stay curious. Like, you know, like, as black people, like, nobody allows us to do anything. Like, if someone allowing you to do something means they have authority over you.
What's
like,
up with y'all? Y'all gotta hear this shit from this nigga when I've been telling y'all this shit weekly on a weekly basis.
I
like,
just think that he's saying that
Yo,
it was
it's
hard.
home.
That's what I just asked Ashley earlier. I said, yo, how much money will it take before you just go ahead and listen to what I'm saying? How much money will you have to have the knowledge of that I have possessed or accumulated? I would never show anybody my money. I will constantly do the same thing. I just want to see who's gonna listen.
Yeah, so I think niggas gotta focus on the, like, some of those positive messages that he was saying, like, you feel me? Because beyond just like, this nigga's a hypocrite or this nigga's out of touch, like, okay,
That last week,
yeah,
everybody just wants to
it's
raise
like
and
the notion that all billionaires are bad, right? Some inherently,
Now that he a billionaire, they not so bad.
you know,
Okay, I
like,
see.
who you was before you got here. Like, he like, yo, money ain't gonna change you. Money, if a dollar amount can change you, Like, then it's like, that's who you already were type shit. Like,
money and women gonna change you.
And he said, yo, all offense 2026. It was playing defense in 2024, all offense. So you know what that means.
Look, bro, I know that Hov is a legend in the rap game.
Michael Jordan of that game.
And I know that Kevin Durant just surpassed that nigga. Shout out to MJ. It's really, I'm really at the point in my life where I'm really like, listening to bro was really the first time where I really said, we're gonna have to sit you down, big dog.
That's crazy.
It's really my.
I had a totally different perspective on that.
It's really my shit now. It's my time now. Yeah. That's really was my thought process when I was listening to bro. Like, okay, I mean, I respect you. I listened to the whole interview. I got to the point where I could say, this is where I identify with you still. This is how I know I am you. And this is how I know I will have to fear what I will become. But for right now,
yeah, you're gonna be 50. You're gonna be 50 one day. And you're gonna have a family, and you're gonna have different views than you had as a 30-year-old man.
That's a fact. That's why I don't have one yet, so I can move in the appropriate fashion. It's like running forward into a fire isn't something you can do with a bunch of people standing behind you that depend on you type shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta save the day. So you know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Shout out to Hov, but I don't think Hov represents the culture no more.
He's representing the culture at the highest level.
I don't think you really understand it, bro. Just this position, that's not what it's about. It's about if the people agree.
Okay. But as a leader, is everybody always going to agree with you?
Nah.
Right.
But they will vote you in. And after that, now their opinion don't matter. This is what the poll says. We're not voting Brian today. The culture, based off of our fan base, we're not voting Hov in at this point.
Okay, sure. You get a nigga like Hov out who actually is for the people, and then who goes in? Pause.
Who goes in? We can get Kendrick in there. We can get Ye in there.
Nah.
We can get somebody in there who. Yeah, I know. These people, they haven't earned it yet. I don't know. They've been in the game for 15 years at this point. Maybe we get J. Cole in there.
Yeah, maybe we can get J. Cole in there. Yeah.
Here's the point. It ain't an old ass nigga in there no more. We get niggas out of there. We refreshing. We doing the same thing that the United States does in every jurisdiction on earth. We're updating the ideas.
Yeah, we need new leaders. I do agree with you on that.
And so, Hov, you Barack Obama now. Thank you for your service. America. The time is done.
You want to talk about another 50-year-old rapper real quick?
Do it, bro.
Rose, Ricky Rose.
Rose, man, Rose.
Renzel.
That's the type of shit that I wanted to hear Hov on.
Oh, yeah?
Minx in Miami? I want to hear Hov on.
Yeah, so Rose drops, Rick Ross dropped the record with French Montana and Max B. You know what I'm saying? Minx in Miami. Hard. Don't know who produced it. You know who produced it?
Don't know who produced it.
But it's vintage. Rick Ross, like hard hitting beats, but the flow so smooth, like super in pocket. You know, Max on the hook, French with a verse, and real street, real trapped out. And you know, I appreciated it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just talking about the older guys still making music. T.I., 50, Ross, Hov on the way.
And we gotta talk about the nigga that's really on the way. I mean, shout out Rick Ross. Shout out. I think that story. This is what that story revolves around for me. We got Rick Ross, old nigga, putting out music. We got French Montana, not that old, but you know, he's a past generation. And then we got Max B. So first of all, we got to shout out French for holding Max down.
We got it, yo. I don't want to say this.
I know,
so hard. French Montana is the definition of loyalty. Like, it's upholding your man down.
Holding your man down.
Like, bro, this nigga has 75 years. And he kept this nigga on the phone with baddies.
He kept this nigga lawyers paid.
He kept the lawyers paid.
And got the sentence finished for him. Like, bro, fuck the baddies, bro.
Yeah,
this is my
guy. When you locked up though, like,
yeah, shorty,
you get to get on the phone with Sanaa Lathan. Like,
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Max B has a beautiful wife now that apparently he met in jail, right? I'm more loyal to French Montana from Max B.
Yo, man, that's like a real
fuck shorty.
You locked up, like, you know, niggas gonna forget about you. It's like you're kind of invisible. It's like you almost don't exist. And so like to stay down through the whole bid, like, and then when you come home, put you on like on.
So he gave him the record, the first Hot 100 record that Max B has ever had.
Yeah.
What is the name of that record? It is Max B. It's off Narcos.
Ever since you left me.
Ever since you left me, I went deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, went deaf on a bitch. Yeah.
So,
hard record.
Yeah.
Great sample.
Yeah.
That's the way I like it. You see what I'm saying? That Casey and the Sunshine. But then he popped out, put Max on the chorus of this. I like Max on this chorus too.
On the
Mix in Miami.
I like that.
I like that chorus. That's sexy. Pause. Old niggas wearing minks down in Miami. Old school beat. I brought Rose.
Rose sounding good, man. Like,
this what I don't like that flow. I don't like when you got that beat that'll allow you to do rhythmic stuff and you still stick with the
that's his part. That's his
doing rhythm. But Rose does rhythm too though.
Yeah.
So I would
that's his bread and butter though. Like he gave that's like
that's what a lot of these old rappers, bro, sometimes the flow has to get updated. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I feel like he was in pocket. I like it.
He was. Look, bro. It's another old rapper. Scheduled to drop. March 27, 2026.
March 27.
Greatest of all time, Kanye West.
Scheduled
to drop the album Bully tomorrow.
Damn, okay. Breaking news.
Oh, this was, niggas been on this for a minute, you know?
Definitely did.
Okay, yeah, he's scheduled to drop tomorrow. This is what it says on iTunes. March 28th, which is Saturday, which means it's probably not going to drop its schedule. As usual with Yet. It's scheduled to drop. He dropped the track list last night.
Okay.
Which is promising.
Any features?
He didn't write any features on the handwritten track
Nobody
list.
does that anymore. It's like a surprise. Features are like a surprise now.
Yeah, it's the way you get people
cool.
to come back to the project.
Yeah.
The first, and then you gotta listen.
So-and-so's on there?
Yeah, they put the features on there the second day. But I do have apparent confirmation that Travis Scott is supposed to be on the album on a song called Father.
Okay.
Right? Is his father?
Is that a question?
Is Travis acknowledging that finally? Like, you're my father and I need you and I love you, sir? That should be the chorus. Travis should sing.
Well, if Travis was like you, he would look at Jay-Z, he would look at himself as Kanye.
Ye is definitely not Jay-Z. Ye is still, what your father said, it was sitting right there. He's trying to be like the young guys. He's keeping up with the wave. I need you to understand that.
Sure. How's that working out?
Look, bro. You guys. You're a little younger than me. I keep up with the wave a little bit. I'm on the surfboard. You're on the beach, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're
on the surfboard because of Beyonce.
Nah, that's a stretch.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
I get what she's saying too.
I get what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I was talking to the homie and I was like, bro, I don't really go back and listen to old music like that.
I do.
And then the homegirl said to me a couple of days ago, she was like, nigga, you really only listen to the newest shit right when it comes out, and then you don't really go back. And that's a fact. I'm literally over there Like I can't, like that shit not gonna help me to make music by listening to DMX from '97 type shit. I know what he did, and I would deliver a Diss 39 if I were to do that. Is that what you? That's your preference.
Well, I mean, one of the hardest songs was on Diss 39 or whatever.
How many of the other hardest songs?
Couple.
Bitch, bro, I'm finna clip you up. Pause, nigga.
But I literally came back on that same episode and I was like, oh, yo, you got this one, you got the joint with his girl.
That's what a lot of J. Cole fans do with that.
Intro.
They figured out a way to appreciate it. Like, okay, this is all right. So, yeah, man.
So Ye is on the way.
Ye is on the way. I think that we don't know what we're gonna get. We heard some of the songs, Beauty and the Beast, Preacher Man. You heard any of that stuff? Let's see. Is any of it on Apple Music? It's pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, it is. A little sample. No drums, that Griselda vibe. Ooh. Neverland.
When it's dark, you don't know where you go. You need a light bearer to lead you home.
Alright, man.
Got a few songs on there actually.
You was fucking with that or nah?
It sounded good.
It sounded good, man. You never sound like something sounds good when you compliment Kanye West. But we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. And we had Beauty and the Beast was dropped.
I'm original. I'm a day one Kanye fan.
Still running. I'm overcoming. Disrespect.
I like the first song.
Time coming. Yeah, that's one of the ones, bro. Yeah, man.
Clearly.
Yeah, bro. So the boy Ye is coming back. He's bringing us chopped up soul samples. No AI. He confirmed that for the album. Are you listening to the album?
Am I going to listen to Ye's album?
Yeah.
That might be the only one that I'm definitely going to listen to.
Did you ever listen to that J. Cole album?
I have not.
That's crazy.
Damn.
You had the Dreamville hat on and everything.
I can be Dreamville without listening to the album.
No, you can't.
You don't really understand how people feel about this.
I know what I see and I know what I feel.
How you ever a J. Cole fan, bro?
Dreamville is not just
One J. Cole fan.
But Dreamville is not just J. Cole.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm definitely, honestly, a bigger Dreamville fan than I am a solid J. Cole fan.
I'm
Like Dreamville, like as an Earth Gang.
Yeah, I love Earth Gang. I'm a huge Earth Gang fan. Ari.
Damn. You would have thought he would have featured some of these people in his album.
Damn.
Yo,
but you know she's not Dreamville.
Yeah, I know she's not anymore, but that's kind of like my basis of
yeah. Oh, okay.
Dreamville.
Speaking of Ari, sorry, before you depart, do you have thoughts on her comments about nice guys, like avoiding nice guys and then being more attracted to toxic guys? So my reply to that was like, nice guys finish last. So as a woman, like, you know, did you see her clip?
I didn't really see the clip, but it's a century-old sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, yo, the nice guys had like boring energy and now they're married and they have families and I was more drawn. I spent most of the time with toxic guys.
I think
we had this conversation, and my thought process on it is always, it's not that nice guys finish last. It's that confidence in yourself is going to reign supreme. It's like when you're training, I hate to say it, but when you're training that animal and they're like, you can't show fear. You can't show the woman that you're trying to pursue fear, not confidence in your emotion and your movement and things like that, and expect that she's going to just blindly follow.
I mean, she's gonna mirror what you showing her. So if you showing her fear, she's gonna show you fear.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not even a nice guy, not nice guy thing. It's really a confidence thing. And but you go back and you look, and you're like, that guy wasn't that bad. Maybe I could have stood up some, or maybe I could have figured it out. But honestly, I don't really feel like it's a woman's job for that. I feel like that's a man problem.
And so that's one thing, you said something earlier, and I can't remember exactly what it was right now. But damn, I wish I could. But that's what I was going to respond. A lot of times, you said, you were talking about you find it problematic when men showcase confusion or their thought process or their vulnerability. It is problematic because it becomes confusing to whoever you're trying to lead.
Yeah.
So if you're saying, well, I was going to do this and I was going to do this, now they know what to do.
Yeah.
Because you
don't know what you're doing because you're already saying that.
You might be literally telling them that you settled over here, but you told them 3 different things, and they really weren't set to hear one.
Yeah.
And so now they're moving back and forth, and they don't have any clarity of instruction or direction of what to follow. And the same thing happens when a woman is dating a nice guy. He's not really setting many parameters. He's not really directing the situation. He's not leading her down. I had a friend of mine one time. She said to me, you know, when a guy holds my hand, it's so good because then I can just follow him. I don't do anything else after that point. He's taking me there. I never thought about it like that. Like, she just...
That's what Jill Scott said.
Because sometimes nice guys, like how you said, playing the fence earlier, sometimes to me, nice guys will, when they're going out in public, they're playing the fence.
Yeah.
You can't play the fence when you're enacting in a dominant role, which is why I asked you a question earlier, and then I understood what you were saying. Because I get that. If a man is looking like he is flighty in a room, he honestly can't be my man.
Think of it. You can't play the fence when you're providing direction.
Yeah.
What direction do we go? Both.
If you enact confusion, as a woman, we're probably gonna be like, this is not for me. So
are we saying that toxic guys are leaders and good guys are
we're
not
not
leaders?
saying that they're leaders. We're just saying that they stand on what they got going on.
So look at the way you just framed that. Toxic guys and good guys.
That's what I was asking.
And so, but here's the thing that has happened. Men who are not capable of many things have started to be framed as good guys. Because you don't want to be mean to them. You don't want to be rude to them. It's like, yo, what she look like? She got a great personality. Does that actually mean she has a great personality? No. It just means she doesn't look good. So good guys has become the catch-all
For mediocre guys.
for mediocrity.
Damn, that's true.
And that's the reality, and I don't think a lot of men want to talk about that.
I don't think a lot of men understand.
What's the difference between?
Hold on. I don't hold that question. What's the difference between? I don't think a lot of men understand that. I think a lot of men hear people directing men to be nice guys and misunderstand that that actually isn't a designation. It's not a destination at all.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, okay, I need to do what I'm being, because it's the way it's framed. Nice guy. That sounds like a good thing. Good guy. That sounds like a good thing. So they start to adopt the characteristics of what people don't want.
But it could be a man who lacks structure, who lacks a vision, who lacks
Straight up.
confidence. And when you're being led by that type of man, it can...
You're not being led.
You're not being led. And even if you can look back and be like, man, he was making money, because honestly, all her statements that I did see seemed like they were kind of surface level.
Yeah, well, she used words like boring and exciting. So she equated the nice guy, or the nice guy with being kind of boring, and then the toxic guy with being like excited.
And so that's what I want to.
The psychological personality trait that I feel like a lot of women share right now. And
well, I think that also what she's doing in that moment,
she's reflecting and taking accountability. Like, damn, like maybe
that's what it seems like.
I should have, like, now that I'm in my 30s and I look at these guys that have wives and children, I think like, that could have been me. Yeah, maybe I should have
guided this man to help feel more confident or whatever maybe he needed to do that.
That's what I want to jump in right there. Because what she frames it as, it does seem as though she's taking accountability. In reality, she's not. She's still blaming her circumstance on toxic men, being with toxic men. She's ultimately saying, if I was not choosing a toxic man, I wouldn't be married.
Yeah, so that's her choice. Like, that is pointing to her decision making as the reason.
But she's not pointing to her own behavior.
Yeah, and then she's also comparing to what those men that she let go that were nice guys have now.
And she's projecting that if she was with that guy, she would have what he has with that other person, which isn't necessarily true.
That's true.
So she's not taking accountability. She is just more cleverly hiding her inaccountability.
I think you like that show I was telling you about the white women at the round table. Because that's kind of what they were saying. That a lot
like a white woman.
Like the Karen is all deconstructing Karen. It's a good watch. It's on Tubi.
Okay.
It's at least entertaining.
I asked two of my homeboys, my group chat. They have there's several of them that have sons. I don't have a son.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, yo, would you want your son to be a good guy or toxic? And then I heard both. The first response was both. And it made me think about this meme that I have like saved in my phone from like years and years ago. And it was like, basically you gotta be like, damn. It's like you gotta be like a gentleman, but you gotta be confident enough to not allow her to call you a bitch ass nigga or some shit like that.
She should never even want to call you that. I swear to God.
That's cap. That makes no sense. As a man, I'm gonna excuse you with that.
Whatever you want to say. There's no man that I dealt with the ones that I've talked to you that I've had problems with that I called a bitch ass nigga.
No. Let me stop you there. Yes, you don't call him that.
That should be.
I wanted to call my daddy, who I respect deeply, a bitch ass nigga at times because he didn't give me my way. So look, this is what happens with women. They actually do want to do that shit. But what they want to happen when they do it is to be put in their place. They want to be shown, I can't do that with this guy. I will be corrected.
That's fair.
So it's like, women gonna do a lot of stuff. It's not like, if you're, because I don't want no man to be thinking, yo, if a chick try to disrespect me, that means she has no respect for me. No, nigga, she's testing you today. If she passed the test, she will have all the respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not, none of this is about what women want to do. Being a man is really about being a man and how you respond to things. And if I would encourage young men, older men, whoever, to think about God. Is God a very nice God?
He's vengeance.
He does nice things. He does vengeful things.
Yeah.
He does all things that can be done. He is all things.
Yeah.
And that's what a man is. What God is appropriate. He does things for the appropriate reason. If he has to be harsh, he will be harsh. If he needs to be kind,
but I'm also going to close it on your end.
I'm going to close it right back up on these fuck niggas. I'm going to watch their bodies float in the water.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to watch them bleed out.
Yeah. And this is a real interesting conversation. I heard a guy say, well, I'm a good guy. I'm not a nice guy. Like, kind of separating good from nice. Like, because a nice guy has a negative connotation. But just being a good man or a good guy inherently, you know what I'm saying? You could be a good guy, you could be a little toxic, you know.
I think you got to be willing to be whatever they say you are at that moment. You got it, twin.
Yeah. Because at that moment, you made your decision. And you're standing on it. So
piece of shit.
one moment that behavior is going to be presumed toxic. It's going to be nice. But, oh, he's so romantic. But you're not all the time.
Yeah.
And they want to make the nice guy out to be like, oh, romantic all the time.
Those guys are normally not very romantic because they don't have the courage to be.
I thought they were the guys that like give you flowers and chocolate and love bomb. Like, no, not love bomb. That's manipulative. But yeah, they like
exactly. So we're getting back to the nice guy.
You understand, right?
Kind of prove the point with that one.
You're getting to the point, bro. They're fake.
Yeah. It's fake. It's phony. It's not.
Have you ever
real? And almost at the end of it, it leads to people. It leads to some sort of resentment in the relationship because you're being fake and phony, and you think that this is required for this relationship, and now you're unhappy.
Let me ask you a
What would you tell your son? Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, you about to slide.
Yeah, I am about to slide.
Do you like to give women flowers?
Do I like to?
Just say you don't care.
No. I like to do it.
Let's hear the end of this.
I like to do it because I think that they like it. Yeah.
So you don't like to do it. You like the response that you get from them.
Yeah.
So imagine you were giving flowers and love bombing all the time. Is that some shit you like to do?
Oh,
Fuck no. So why are you doing it? Because you feel like you can't get what you're looking for without overly impressing upon this person your worth or your value. And anybody that has to impress upon another person's worth or their value at that level, perhaps they lack worth, value.
Or confidence.
Like you really should, a bitch really should come around, see the way you
really
move.
be in charge.
Like she should just be see the way you move. You don't spend $1 on her, and she's impressed. Like yeah, and that's not even to say you don't spend money on her. It's to say that she actually respects you for you. What she can get from you outside of material things.
Right.
Of course.
That's what it comes down to. I wish more. I'm not gonna say more men. I wish more men understood that, because material things or that what is the thing now? Not the prize, the high value man and all of that. I just feel like it all comes back to putting. Hold on, where are we at? Hold on, 1 second.
All right. Right.
Kevin Samuels.
It comes back. I feel like it all comes back to you're putting this stigma on who you should be as a man versus just being a man.
Being yourself.
Yeah, and being yourself as a man or showing a woman what she can get that is not monetarily related is very important.
Yeah.
And to the men that are valuing themselves based off of their bag, I'm not saying you don't need a bag. Everything in the world moves with money. But if you do not have that character, if you do not have that leadership, if you do not have all those other things, like
integrity,
you can't really call yourself the man.
That's a fact.
And what
Just
is
a man.
and the reason why they care so deeply about this is not just for their thought process. What happens is this indicates the way in which you move inside of the world. And so if you move this way with her, she got that water, gang. She got the titties on her. She is the thing that you want the most. So if you move in this way where you can maintain self-respect with her, that's the way you're going to move outside with other men, in business, and everything else. So it symbolizes an ability to sustain yourself.
Right.
And prioritize yourself in such a way that you can get what you're looking for from the world at a reasonable cost.
Yes, sir, Steve. Well, I mean, I guess you gotta be like Pluto, man. You gotta be toxic.
No, not like that. You gotta be opposite of Pluto, man. You gotta value women. You have to value women. You have to value women. But I think if you got a little more time, that'll lead right into a great conversation about that I sent over that we saw Budden and the podcast doing.
Which is not the way.
India Love. Finances. What did she say? I don't want to see a man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Basically,
I don't want to see a man
complain about pricing.
And I don't want to see him taking discounts, seeking discounts.
If you have an issue with pricing or you're financially insecure about a particular purchase, or I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Like, you can feel that way, but I just don't want to see it. It's unattractive.
Okay. All right, bro. So we saving the world one social media post at a time, gang. Like,
Yeah.
India Love is your daughter. You see her put that video. What do you tell her?
Well, like, at this point, I mean, she is who she is. Like, she's like almost a 30-year-old woman.
She's your daughter.
No, but I'm saying, as a father, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the time she's 30 years old, which this girl is probably almost 30 years old, you are who you are. Like, you've already done OnlyFans. You've already been fucking rappers, and you did not like
jump into the mind frame where you have complete and total authority over this girl.
But you don't.
Fuck her. Okay, this is a hypothetical.
No, but I'm saying
This is about what you tell her as a father. She's not gonna listen to nothing you say. What do you tell her? Okay. She's not gonna listen. Okay. What do you say to her?
Truthfully speaking, I mean, I'll answer it for the sake of answer it.
But I wouldn't say anything. I do need you to understand that this isn't in line with what Jay-Z was saying about allowance. Oh shit. Okay.
Two niggas is calling me back to back. So this is like, yeah.
Just answered it.
Oh, I just turned it back on. Is it still on?
Was yours?
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch this from the back and do the same thing I did last time for the first part. Just get the back of my head or something.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna definitely, moving forward, have a little just mental check.
We're gonna just have a checklist.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm hungry now. This nigga talking about 3 o'clock. Like,
Well, you got an hour, man.
yeah, it's like,
Shit, wow.
I prefer to goddamn do it like sooner than that, but it's whatever. It's his birthday.
You should. Alright, so so what I was gonna say is, feeling like because she's not gonna listen, that's what Jay-Z's talking about. The allow shit. Like, imagine this, bro. You literally talking about, you see your daughter say a statement like this, and you're feeling like, I don't have the authority to tell my own daughter because she's 30 years old, she's representing this my state.
Not the authority, but just you feel as though it's gonna go on fall on deaf ears.
Whatever the case is, whatever you feel is missing for you to actually just provide the information.
Mm-hmm.
That's the allowance. That's the way most people moving. I know Shorty not gonna listen. She's not gonna, which means I'm not allowed to tell her. But in truth, how do you know? So, and it's the willingness to keep going through that over and over again that makes a leader. You know what I mean? As whatever, you can imagine how many times your boss has to tell you or somebody in your position the same thing to do. You know what I'm saying? They didn't listen the last time. They didn't get it right the last time. You don't know why this is, and you still have to keep telling them to do it in order to get the ship on course. So, but if Shorty is your daughter and you choose to try, what you saying?
Well, I'm gonna say that this thought process is unbecoming of a woman that wants to be a partner, right? It's indicative of it screams financial irresponsibility, it's you telling your man, your husband, that you don't care how he handles finances, essentially, like,
or maybe even how he feels about them,
or how he feels about them. So, you know, the role that you play as his wife and as his partner, you should have his best interest at heart. You should actually be trying to save him money, because that then saves you guys money,
the family,
the household money. So to not want to know to want to be completely ignorant of how he feels, like about making smart financial decisions or more cost-effective financial decisions is counterintuitive, and it's just unwise. Like, I didn't raise you to be an unwise woman. I raised you to be, like, you know, fiscally responsible, to understand the value of money, to understand that it's certainly okay to get deals. It's certainly okay to, like, compare pricing, right? It's totally okay to, like, it's not okay to, it's okay to be frugal is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's okay to be frugal. You'll actually be better off, right? And yeah, if you have, even when you've reached a point of success, financial success, it's still important to be prudent. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, saying your man can't show no type of, like, inkling of thinking twice about spending money that's reckless.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. A woman showcasing that about herself to me, that's a quick pass up out this motherfucker. You really don't think about how you spend money?
Like, no matter what the price is, you're just gonna just pay it? Like, you're not even gonna think twice?
Bitch, I'm not impressed. Like, I don't know if you think this dress was so impressive that I was like, whoa, that's a beautiful dress that you just paid way too much for. Not impressive.
It's frivolous, but I mean, it's just.
And the crazy thing, well, when you were talking, I was able to realize something new. You're actively asking me to not be open with you about everything.
Yeah, I don't want to see that shit.
Like,
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it.
Keep it away from me.
Yeah.
Hide information from me about our finances. Said no prudent woman ever. Like, what?
Yeah.
So, whatever direction she was going with that, it was crazy. But here's the crazier part. As I'm listening to Joe and Parks and blah, 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 I'm really sitting there and I'm listening to these guys. And some of these guys agree with her.
Yeah.
Namely, Joe agreed with her. He agreed with her for the dumbest of reasons. But it looks ghetto.
Not ghetto. He just said there's no cool way.
No, he said ghetto. He said when his girl tried to type her number in to get the savings on stuff, that's ghetto. Like, whatever account she has at the stores, the ELO account and all that, she screamed from the back end, like, yeah, he stops me. That's ghetto. I'm like, dude. And so, and then you have Parks over there, like, yeah, you know,
there's no cool way to try to save money in front of your girl, basically. Like, if you, like, it's like, you lose cool points, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to use a discount code. I mean, it's not untrue.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not untrue.
Yeah.
You're gonna look very bad in front of the wrong bitch.
In front of
gonna
the
get her
wrong
about
one.
it.
In front of the wrong one, that's key. That's key.
I bullshit you not, bro.
In front of the wrong one, that's gonna lead.
You will never in your life be able to suspect the level of money in which, like, a little. You don't know what this guy. Does he have it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was out recently and I started the order off. I want your cheapest red wine. I just want to see how this motherfucker react.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, what do you do?
Yeah, I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the first place that my wife and I went to when we, like, actually met each other in person, because we met on a dating app, was Popeyes.
Okay.
So she picked me up in her Mercedes that she had at the time, We went to Popeyes.
Chicken, man. You got that two-piece.
In the West End.
Oh, right at the top of the hill.
Lee Street, you're right. When you
Across from the Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have taken the Taco Bell game. You see how she really rocking. She really put down for it all.
She's from Louisiana, so we went to Popeyes, Louisiana kitchen. She paid.
Hey, man.
And then I also vividly remember us going to, we were in like North Carolina at a steakhouse. And instead of ordering 2 entrees, like I was gonna get a steak, she was like, well, I'm not that hungry. Like, you wanna just split a steak? Like split one entree, the two of them? Never in my life had I ever had a woman like offer that type of like, I'm like, oh,
relief.
Yeah, like, yeah, we don't gotta buy 2 entrees and spend over $100 here
for no reason. And just saying it's because she's not that hungry. She's like really using rationale and logic to make a decision.
So therefore, I'm not gonna spend the extra money just so we could both have an entree.
She's not concerned about perception or appearance in this moment.
And I'm not, and then I wasn't either. Like, nah, get what you want. Like, I'm gonna just get my own. Like, you it's cool. Like,
and so now that's where I wanted to get to, because what I was able to see through Joe and Parks said something so crazy. He was like, yeah, last month our bill was super high. And the other day I was looking at it. I'm not gonna tell my wife, hey, the bill was high. Let's turn this off. Nigga, this is your wife. Are you this really embarrassed to talk about finances still? A lot of niggas is living through their money. Like, oh, shorty will not be with me if I don't have this money, gang.
That's real.
And that's sad, bro.
It is sad.
That's very pathetic, actually.
Yeah.
Do you really think, like... Again, the goal is not to convince men women aren't deserving of comforts and privileges. The goal is to convince men, hey, bro, we in comfort no matter what in 2026. Mm-hmm. You're not freezing outside, baby girl.
Yeah.
If the shit ain't at 80 on the dot, if it's not at 75 on the dot, you'll still be okay. Is that right, my baby?
You gotta but also it's this collaboration though. Like, I think as for men who see themselves as leaders, they're the breadwinners, et cetera, et cetera. They it's often not collaborative, like in terms of like how the family's taken care of. So you put it all on you, and you may feel as though it's a burden to bring that to your woman. And you just want to problem solve. I don't want to let her know. I don't want to show a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Right. Or security or insecurity in our situation. So I'm gonna just make more money. I'm gonna just figure it out. Like,
that's not what the best leaders do, bro. They start to figure out how to delegate. They start to figure out how to get the people around them in line to take pressure off of them, to take pressure off the overall situation.
Exactly.
So if I can't tell my girl,
partnership,
the bill was high last month, I can't say that. That's lame to say to your wife. Our bill was through the roof.
Or hey, you spent too much at Michael's. You spent too much at Amazon.
Come on, Ashley.
Niggas say.
My niggas is saying specific.
No, that's not me. That's not my situation. That's not my old manager. She talks about how like she goes to Michael's and her husband doesn't know. Like,
oh, you spend too much at Shein. You spend too much at Fashion Nova. Like, I be telling girls who are not financially dependent upon me, hey, I noticed you order a lot of packages.
Yo,
what's going on?
These women in these packages, B, they showing up every week.
It seems like you always have a package. Like,
you always got it.
What's up?
Yo, but again, we gotta work together. So what happens, what should be the situation, right? Or the ideal situation is you have a budget, right? Like,
are we back at this again, but they still ain't figured it out?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a household budget, right? For necessities,
outlined and detailed, specificity,
fixed expenses, liabilities, and then discretionary spending, entertainment, hair, fun things.
What is that, about 20% of the monthly income?
Technically, yeah. 50,
20%.
30, 20. 50% necessities, 30% 30% discretionary.
Okay. And
So 20%
savings.
savings or investing.
Hey,
Shit,
man.
even now, so in this economy, you should really, your savings and investments should be higher than the discretionary, to be honest.
You know what would be the fucking coolest thing for me to do? Is to turn to my bitch and say, yo, baby, you just spent too much money. And have her say, oh, yeah, you're right. We on that budget.
Yo.
That would be the coolest thing to do, Parks and Joe Budden. That's the cool way to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But you know, man, it's I look at it through the lens of like just where people are. Like, so when you, I mean, but it still goes back to the same logic. No matter what your profession is, like you can be in entertainment, but that's also going to shape how you view things. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's about image. It's about, like we talked about the guy about the fine shit and the girls. It's about image, right? It's about lifestyle, keeping up appearances, but when you're a senior director or whatever or when you're a fucking physician at Grady and you make $300,000 a year, you may not like think the same way that a rapper thinks, right? About money. So
I'm gonna show one last thing because this girl made this great point. And I think that most people don't really realize it. Men and women alike. Hopefully, she'll come up quickly. Damn.
Oh, bro, you know Big Boy's having a concert.
Big Boy?
Yeah, April 7th. Saturday, April 7th. Smorgasbord? Smorgasburg?
Nah, gang, that ain't even possible. Saturday is April 4th.
Am I bugging? The 4th. The 4th.
I'm doing my thing that day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out here.
Yeah.
Damn,
But have you heard of that Smorgasbord thing?
Mm-mm.
So it's like it's a free event. It's a food truck festival of some sorts. It's like a smorgasbord or whatever of like a bunch of different vendors and people. You go try different food and shit like that. Downtown Atlanta, Forsyth Street. So yeah, Big Boy's having a free concert. I just hate when it's just like Big Boy by himself. Like, that shit pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, because I want to see Outkast together. I don't want to just see Big Boy perform like by himself. Like, that shit's whack. It's not whack, but like, especially when they did the Rico tribute at One Music Fest and the whole Dungeon family was there except Andre. That shit was like, damn, bro, you couldn't even do it for Rico.
Who you mad at then, bro? Tell the world who you mad at, gang.
I said it already. Andre 3000.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you was saying names, bro.
Like, I said Andre a couple
boy
times.
said you a hoe, Andre.
Nah, it's just,
I'm
just a disappointed fan. That's all.
I'm fucking around. But, yeah, I mean, we talked about that last week, bro. Just, I don't know, bro. I guess he on his Jay-Z, bro. It's just like, bro, these niggas old and washed up. Like, just don't want to. I don't know, that shit
for
really,
Rico, though,
that
like.
shit really does fuck. It upsets me. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's like you really abandoning the clubhouse. I don't know. Shout out to your wife and kids. I don't know. That's dope. But nah, this was what I was looking for.
I got fried about a year ago. I posted a video saying women who marry for money are corny. I got fried on the internet. However, like many great philosophers, I think my ethos was just a touch too early for the times. I do think the internet is now ready to hear my side. However, it's Instead of saying women who marry for money are corny, I'm going to say women who aspire to marry for money are delusional. And I'll point out 3 main delusions. I know this from lived experience. I went to one of those fancy New England prep schools. I went to a top 12 school. I had interned in banking. One of my friends worked in banking. I worked in tech. I worked in finance, blah, 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 blah. I know that world, so I can tell you from lived experience. So delusion number 1 is who these men are actually choosing. I think what made this discourse so exciting in the beginning is it made women believe that a man is going to pluck you from obscurity, from the town that you hate, from the job that you hate, and he can fundamentally change your life. When in reality, these men have a very specific pool of women that they're selecting when they're thinking about partnership. They're thinking about, or they're selecting women from the business school that they went to, the undergrad that they went to, the pre-professional programs that they are part of, the members-only clubs that they are part of, all through very proximate and concentric circles. And let's say you do get lucky and maybe you connect on Raya or a night out. The second he brings you around friends or the partner at the law firm and you can't talk comfortably about certain things that only people who grew up talking about those things can do, it's a wrap. The second delusion is what the experience of dating this person is actually like. Social media has made it seem like it is countless shopping trips and Chanel bags. The reality is, whether you're dating someone who inherited wealth, who is creating their own wealth, athlete, entertainer, they're always traveling, they're always on the road, they're always working. They have 0 time. Essentially, you are effectively single with some moments of partnership. Their priority is and will continue to be work. You need to have a robust, full life, a job that you love, friends and family, for you to even feel fulfilled in a relationship like that. Because if you're looking for your partner to spend a lot of time and attention on you, it's just not going to happen. I also don't even know where the notion that these finance tech bros are out here spending money and buying Chanel bags. They must have the best PR on the planet. They work for their money. They are some of the cheapest people you will ever meet. And I don't even mean that in a pejorative sense, but I mean that in like when you have to earn your, like spend 15 hours at a desk in order to earn your money, you are not going to spend that on a Chanel bag on a girl that you met 2 weeks ago. And I think that's another thing. I think a lot of people conflate the experiences that they might have with like athletes and entertainers with people who work in corporate tech finance. It's not the same. And the third question is, I think a lot of people grossly overestimate how much money you will get in alimony or child support. So women, I am telling you this from inside your...
Yeah, nah, man.
We gotta delete our fantasies and fairy tales around money from our brains. Homegirl, you're not suitable. I'm sorry. You can't sit at this table with me, with these other men with me that I make the money with, and be a complete nitwit. It just can't happen. I can't be seen like that. They won't continue to respect me. They won't want to come around me. They won't want their children around me because the environment that I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? So these delusional ass ideas of, in order to impress this woman, this is what I need to look like, which is a figment of her imagination that she made up in her dreams. Nigga, you're a fucking loser. I'm sorry to say it, bro, but you're gonna lose. You're gonna try to keep up with the fantasy of something, being a fantasy, you're gonna lose. Because you're not a fantasy. And fantasies aren't real. And any way that you've seen somebody build before hasn't been through those conditions. So, you know, the Joe Budgens, the guys who feel like, okay, this is what I need to provide in order to look like this thing. Yo, man, keep moving this shadow to cover this one, because those are shadows. You're not building structures. You're just tricking people for short periods of time until they realize the truth, and then they're deeply angry and stuck. So this is kind of, you know, hey man, nice guys don't finish last. Losers do.
Yeah,
that is what it is, bro.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I think we hit all those points there. Like, yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, if you're someone who does desire, you know, partnership in that capacity, it doesn't even, I'm not even gonna say marriage, because some people don't want to be married. But if you desire true partnership, then it's actual partnership and it's working together, like, you know what I'm saying, for the greater good of both of you.
Facts.
Right? Not to the detriment of one person for the other person's benefit. Like, that's odd.
Supplementing skill sets, not just one person taking care of everything. And this isn't about control. This isn't about
it's efficiency.
authority.
It's efficiency.
It's efficiency.
Yeah, like it's math is math, bro. Like if I give you $20,000 a month for you to just blow money, as opposed to us coming together and taking my $20,000 a month that I don't need and starting a business or investing into real estate, stocks, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And you have no problem with that whatsoever as my woman, then it's like, nah, you clipped.
I was talking to this girl and I was telling her, I asked her this meme question I saw. What if somebody walked up to you and said, hey, I'll give you $10 million, but if I give it to your man, I'll give you $100 million?
Oh.
I'll give him $100 million? And that question is about trust. Name is about trust. Do you trust that he will give you $11 million, right? Because that's really, that's the win. As long as you get one more.
Or will the $100 million be ours?
Yeah. Do you trust that? And she couldn't understand, like, she couldn't understand what was going on here. But ultimately, I explained it to her. Well, if you trust me, you'll end up getting more money, right?
Right.
And he's like, well, what would you give me out of the $100 million? I was like, well, what I'll do is I'll start by giving you $10,000. See what you do with it. And then after that, I'll figure out how much more I'll give you. And then, but for the most part, most of it will be in an interest-bearing account.
Yeah.
Growing at an exponential rate. And so she just couldn't really understand why I would just give her $10,000. Why I need to see what she's going to do with the money. And so at that point, I realized I would give her a dime. You know what I mean?
Telltale sign, man.
It's like you don't understand finances very well. You don't even understand that you don't understand finances very well. You think money is a toy to spend as opposed as a lifeline to preserve. And so,
yeah, it's a tool. It's a tool. You gotta use it
correctly. And it's the type of tool that breaks as you use it. What if that shovel, every time you hit the ground, you couldn't use the shovel as much anymore? How would you strategize using it? And so, guys, girls, man, we got to start figuring shit out, bro. We got the perception game. We won that game, okay? We wear more Gucci and Louis than anybody on planet Earth.
Right? Yeah, but I mean, I think lastly I'll say is like, all of this shit is like, where we at in the economy, like on the damn near on the brink of a recession, like all of this, the truth will be revealed. The truth always comes to the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, the truth always gonna come to light. You could only, it's what? It's only so long fake thugs could pretend like, this is like real shit. Like, when the shit hits the fan, like for real, like you really gonna see like, yo, who can really last? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the only way you've been able to do that is if it's real. If it's real. If
what you built has real.
That's a fact.
If you don't know that what you built is fake, it will be shown to you.
Yeah, and that's, that's that, man. Heaven on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Eesh.
Subscribe.
Pray to your God. Damn, bro.